is alleged that I had omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and one of these accounts was incorrectly reported as a US dollar balance by a financial institution. These matters were cleared as the accounts in question, by my recollection, were dormant, previously reported, and the balance in them were around Jamaican $3,000 and 200 euros. Other accounts were identified and alleged to be belonging to me, but undeclared. Some of these accounts were opened by my parents as far back as 1975, and my name later added, probably while I was still a child. Many Jamaicans add their children to their accounts for survivorship reasons and in the event of emergencies. I have never claimed these as my assets, and I am satisfied that the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled that there was insufficient evidence to support claims that I intentionally omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and that there is greater evidence to support my explanation as opposed to evidence to the contrary.
So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment.
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager and another one. Now, it is important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Holness's attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Holness did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness. So in essence, he's saying Mr. Holness said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Holness being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie! Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
Songo mbona we songa libala oh yeah Songo mbona we mobali nanga Kasongo yeah mobali nanga Kasongo mbona we songa libala oh yeah
Wagwan family, good evening. It's another evening of exposure of the Prime Minister. Corruption on Front Street, Integrity Commission throw him out a road like a dirty draws water. And I think them should hold him accountable. Because the Prime Minister asked that we hold him accountable. I think the Prime Minister should step down. Jamaica can't get no lower.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a Prime Minister, and is a Prime Minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want Labour rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
No, you see, before we go further, I address something when I say I'm going to talk about, just briefly. Right? No. Malahu Fort claims to share table the Constitution, a draft of the Constitution reform in a parliament. People, we now pay attention to the distraction, ma'am. All that is a distraction. And the same day, report coming out on this corrupt man. The same day. Me say it from the other day. When it came out and them said about the Integrity Commission send a report to Parliament. This Parliament wheelbarrow come out and get pushed out here. I come tell we about this long speech about the Constitution reform. We don't have to hear nothing about that because it's not going nowhere without the PNP participation. We heard loud and clear what the Constitution Court say. We can't go around the PNP on that. So by you coming out in Parliament to talk about Constitution reform and that, people, it's not going away. It's a non-starter. All that is cloud up this what's going on right now. We're not talking about that. We not going to give no attention to that. We're not going to take this platform and talk about no Constitution reform. People, let me explain to you. It is going nowhere. It cannot go nowhere without the PNP. She know that. They know that. But because they know so this damning report is coming out on the Prime Minister again. She get pushed out here like an old used up wheelbarrow. I come tell about Constitution reform. We don't want to reform Constitution from Andrew Ones. It's too damn corrupt. Because all I believe so when I do is try to tailor the Constitution to fit a corrupt man. Step away from the Constitution. Andrew Ones must not be in the office, much less I talk about no Constitution reform. Not enough of this in a lifetime while he's in office. So the little lady, go sit on one side. What they try to do, now go work. Because we go chat about this crisis here and in corruption and how they expose him backside today. But before we go there, people, I did a report today on 6 people who have been arrested. Remember I tell you about that? Them arrest soldier and them lack of police and all that for NCB money. You know what I say? The man them are going to NCB and take out the money. Wagwan Hugh Robbins, a real sweet. Wagwan producer Wayne. Wagwan Dwight Great. Wagwan my brother, you there? Wagwan Shana Smith. GT Group 357. Yeah, blessings to each and every one who there so on the platform with the eye. Taros King. Same way. No. I read about these people who take out money at a bank today. Seems as if the youth them start. Them now call your foreign no more and tell us, boy, you win money. They will go right to your bank, go take it out. Right to your phone, they must send it, go give you a click on. No, it seems as if the investigation spread. And remember, I read for you, them put the money in different accounts and them share up the money. So all them people that who have account and I receive the thief in money, them will lock them up, people. They are arresting them. I wonder if it look like everybody just take a set for NCB bank, leeching bank. It's like an easy code for crap. I don't know why. Let's read from the book of the Observer. Kingston, Jamaica. 7 people have been arrested after allegedly receiving portions of over $10 million stolen from a single bank customer. You hear that? The Fraud Division of Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, CTAC, on Tuesday announced the arrest relating to the sophisticated banking scam where unknown culprits pose as bank representatives, both electronically and in person. Me never know somebody do it all in person too. Wow. The scammers reportedly use information obtained to gain access to the customer's bank account, stealing a total of US $63,871, which is $10,162,468, which has then distributed to the accounts of others, including the 7 accused. So they lock up 7 new people. Now hear that? Charged with receiving stolen property are Natanya Murray, a 21-year-old security officer. You saw young them be? He's only one of them in them 40s, you know, people. A peer youngster, them, you know. You know. What am I doing with my money? Floss, bleach, tattoo, I don't know. Charged with receiving stolen property are Natanya Murray, a 21-year-old security officer of Portsmouth, St. Catherine. 19-year-old Jamelia O'Connor of Olmsted Avenue, Kingston. 21-year-old Rajon Bowler of Tarrant Drive, Kingston 10. 21-year-old Rajay Martlock, a janitor of Kodak Close, Kingston 5. 42-year-old Christopher Fellows, a security officer of Wild Street, Kingston 6. 23-year-old Brittany Smith, a trainer of Brayton Meadows, St. Catherine, and 28-year-old Michael Williams, a carpenter of Old Brayton, St. Catherine. All 7 suspects are set to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on January 31, 2025. The Fraud Division is now advising residents to be cautious of individuals posing as representatives of banks and to refrain from supplying personal banking information to unknown individuals. Additionally, bank customers are being advised not to grant access to their bank accounts to receive fraudulently obtained funds. The police are, oh no, hear that again, let me read it again. Additionally, bank customers that you, all of you, yes, listen to me. No make nobody come tell you if you use your bank account for no money, for no fraud in it. You go to prison like them and 7 years. You now hear me? All right. Additionally, bank customers are being advised not to grant access to their bank accounts to receive fraudulently obtained funds. The police are urging anyone with information about this scam or other similar crimes to come forward and assist in the investigation. Police say investigation into this matter are ongoing with the aim of dismantling larger criminal network. We know some people are doing it right now are afraid and say, boy, I'm not do it again. 7 of them gone, people. 7 of them get scraped up, arrested, and are worried. Them Christmas now gonna be good. Because some serious crime them end people. A foreign them a type of crime, a federal crime. You know what I mean? I said? Federal crime. Let's go to our next quick news. 2 men who pleaded guilty to the offenses of making false declarations to the Passport, Immigration, Citizenship Agency, PICA, and obtaining a passport by forged documents were fined a total of $100,000 each or 30 days in prison. But let's run by some quick news to Uno. You see, Japanese government has gifted 27 new Land Cruiser to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They gift them. Them a vehicle, a good vehicle. Them a Toyota Land Cruiser. Them can have them for a long time, but not now last under that the bad road we have. Brother, even anything we tear down under the bad road there. So now, gentle people, Me notice that not every news media out there have published this thing about the Prime Minister get exposed by the Integrity Commission. I'm going to read it for you right now. And it's taken from the book of the Gleaner. And while I was looking, me can't find it nowhere else. It's like everybody afraid to put it out there, the news media. And if you notice, this is like one of the report that when I come public, not leaking. Every day me have a cliff used, yard gate, I wait for here sitting leak. I can't hear nothing leak. Not now leak from my reporter, guys. Can you note? Have you noticed that we did not have no leak? Do I agree? No leak, Ladybug. Lynette Jenkins. Did you hear no leak from this Integrity Commission report? Why we don't have no leak? Is it because no PNP no in there? Why we don't have no leak and we always hear leak from Nationwide? Never hear no leak. Right now, while I go away to the Gleaner and pick up this article I'm about to read for you, company linked to all owners and its business partner breached building law in townhouse construction. I'll be unlawful at the brother, I do, man. The sign of code of conduct 4 years ago, no. Statutory declaration not certified by Integrity Commission. And I talk about pivot. And you owners pivot from your bad ways, bro. Pivot from your corrupt ways, bro. And if you pivot tomorrow, it's going to be too late. Must I tell you? Before I go down into this reading, people may not read it yet, you know. Because I say, I not cheat, you know. As soon as I see them put on the green, I say, yes. The whole evening, I look for it. I tell the guys from this evening. From I see them put on the green, I say, yes. I not going to read it before them people. I not going to cheat upon them. Let me go to a small break, and I'll be right back.
I couldn't leave this stage without saying to you that corruption is not an issue that occupies the front of my mind. I couldn't leave here today and say to you that we still need to tighten up on the new anti-corruption systems and framework that is in place. In a sense, if you were to compare Jamaica to all the other countries in the Caribbean, our framework for anti-corruption would be the most advanced. It is not for want of putting in the legislative and institutional processes. They are there. But you have to bear in mind that we are also very new on the scale of dealing with anti-corruption issues. So there is a learning curve that we are going through. What is important is that the government supports the development of the institution so it can accelerate very quickly on that learning curve and provide the resources so that they can move very quickly on the learning curve, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs. And that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs.
Let's get into it, people. On the screen there. This brother should resign. This brother is doing too much to our country, people. If you're a Labour right, looking at good no man. One man, so any other prime minister, any Labour right prime minister ever take the country, so. Is this what the Labour right party look like, people? Labour right, come here. This will look like a Labour right party to you. Is this what the Labour right party look like? Let's read. Come here, nobody put you out yet. Like everybody afraid with that you out there. It dirty, you know. So what you're looking at right there on the screen is the Prime Minister and his business partner, Norman Brown, which is over Housing Agency of Jamaica, HAJ, is also over UDC. That is personal business partner you're looking at right there. You can't make it up. wrong end up in a bang. Remember me tell you all the time on this platform. All right? You can't stretch the wrong. You end up in a bang. Let's read it. From the book of the Gleaner. An Integrity Commission investigation has found that a company linked to the Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his business partner Norman Brown built an apartment complex in St. Andrew with more rooms than allowed, breaching the law. See there? Andrew Holness must step down. Even in Bridging, say, remember saying Bridging got a court the other day, you know. We get the judge hear something when coming to go fling and talk about say, boy, you know, they might talk about say conflict of interest and all them things, then blah, blah, blah. Court not listening. Conflict of interest, people. Your business partner. Them things are gonna happen. These things gonna happen. The man is over UDC, Housing Agency of Jamaica, your personal business partner, where you are in a build apartment complex while them in an office, a breach code. Come on, man. Come on, man. When you know I drive around Jamaica, tell people say them can't build them house, so them can't build this, so this and the other, and they have the Prime Minister of the country and the business partner caught in a corruption again. Andrew Holness must resign, man. Andrew Holness must resign, man. If you mean the country no good, and you're not just a power hungry brother, you're rich already, you know. You must leave the office already. Leave the office, bro. Let me read again this paragraph. An Integrity Commission investigation has found that a company linked to Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his business partner Norman Brown built an apartment complex in St. Andrew with more rooms than allowed, breaching the law. And my Prime Minister, you know, people. A Prime Minister, I'm sure I set example. Chaka chaka Prime Minister this. Chaka chaka government is a man around the government chaka chaka. Brown is chairman of the state's Urban Development Corporation and the Housing Agency of Jamaica. See there? In business partner, see there? They're exposed. Him and the business partner build apartment complex even while them in an office together. This brother won't stop. This brother won't stop. Brown is chairman of the state's Urban Development Corporation and the Housing Agency of Jamaica. The agencies report to Holness as Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation. UDC and Housing Agency of Jamaica, they're all in an Andrew Holness office. How much corruption that come out of this amount of office, people? They have a corruption that day. How much corruption that come out of Andrew Holness office? All of them office in the Andrew Holness office. You look like, say, boy, I hustle them, man. It seems as if all this office in the Andrew Holness' office, they won't go to the film hustle them. The whole of last week, I do video and I'll show you the corruption and the scandal we're in this man office. Look here, so again, we're him and his friend in. And I come talk about third term loading. And you go pivot. Brother, you're not change, brother. You're not change. You're not change. The agencies report to Holness as Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation. The agencies, all these agencies, UDC and Housing Agency of Jamaica, they all report to Andrew Holness. And him and him brethren were put over these agencies are doing illegal construction in Jamaica and him and the Prime Minister. Make that make sense. Andrew Holness will resign, man. This is not a Prime Minister. This is like a crook we have in the office, man. They man appear like him a criminal to us, man. They man behave like a crook to us. People, I stand to be corrected if I'm wrong, but tell me in the comment section. Is this man behaving like a real Prime Minister? A person of integrity? Good character? In a report table in Parliament today, the Commissioner's Director of Investigation, Kevon Stevenson, said the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation failed to ensure compliance with the terms and conditions of the building permit issued to Estate Bridge Development Company Limited. Shut that shit down, man. Shut it down. May they knock off some height, man. May they knock it off, people. You see what I go on there? That's why they made that fight for the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Building, so. That's why them not scratch and a craft feet, so. That's why the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Municipal Corporation was so important to them. Because they get all them illegal permits to do all type of stuff. And me sure a politician alone I get it. And a politician alone I get it. It is as if a man wants build something even when it's not permittable. When it's not permissible. You just pay a few dollars because I saw the Prime Minister office look like the hustle. Like a hustle office, brother. What kind of thing this? They brother have to come out of office, man. Now I said a good example for Jamaican youths them. Nah, man. I set an example for Jamaica youth them. None at all. You bunch of empty promises. There's corruption after corruption. A corruption are there. You must come out of office, man. You must come out of office, man. You're not Prime Minister, man. You're not Prime Minister, brother. You're not Prime Minister. So in a report tabled in Parliament today, the Commissioner's Director of Investigation, Kevin Stevens, said the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation failed to ensure compliance with the terms and conditions of building permit issued to Estate Bridge Development Company Limited. So what it is saying right here, so the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation failed to ensure compliance with terms and conditions of building permits. So then just give them the building permit because of Andrew Owen's government in a power. Give them illegal building permit. And you don't care about this environment. This is another clear example. Just the other day, NEPA, that is in his office, and go behind the nation of Jamaica. Go make deal with big boy, white man, behind the people in back. The people in the Rio Cobre riverbank who suffered the oil leak because them couldn't fish as a means of livelihood. Them couldn't go in the water, go bathe and water to give them cow and them farm. It affected a lot of people. But your government went behind your back and make deal behind your back. Put a wall around this company so that even you can come back and sue them. NEPA signed paper say they are not going to help the citizens of Jamaica if you try to sue this company. Andrew Owners signed paper behind the people in back with this company that you can't sue the company. So therefore, they put the company over Jamaican people, over the environment. No punishment for destroy environment over and over. We see backside mine along the riverbank, leak backside, waste in the river. Every year, several times a year, fish get killed in the Rio Cobre. You don't hear somebody get no big fine. The last one over here, they went behind the people in back and make a deal. The environment. You will go again? Environment. Environment. And you want to give a damn about environment that about global warming and all type of nonsense. And brother, go have a couple seats. Big company Estate Bridge, where him and the bridge in right there, so. The brother when put conflict of interest people dirty. Their paperwork relating to the three expectations. Their paperwork related to the three inspections they conducted, such as that development was compliant at all stages, the investigator said, of the KSMC. Did. So whoever did their KSMC before the PNP, I give the labor right all green marks. Go. They might tick everything. Everything is good to go, man. 10 out of 10. Everything. People, you see why them that fight pizza? You see why a change of government is good sometime? You see why a change of government is good sometime? Look what they were doing at the KSMC. And I'm sure if they do some deep diving, they will find other things. Eh? How about the mama clock this? Eh? Somebody said, play Carlos, play with the man down the woman house. Me have to play it then, man. Me have to play it because them big boys, your people, while them in the office, rich narrated, him a Norman Brown. Him and a business partner. Still a run business while them in the office. Every levels of the government, everything, they might use people are taxpayers' money probably in it too. If they might do this, why not? Why make a believe say taxpayers' money not in it? Why not go around and knock down people's house?
Prime Minister and Party Leader Andrew Holness is the man of integrity, love.
The operation, which began after 6 a.m. on Thursday morning, saw unoccupied and unfinished houses being demolished by large machinery.
The state that I
stand in full support
of the best Prime Minister
since 1962.
One inconsolable victim of the demolition said she now has no clue what her next steps will be, as she spent her last $800,000 on the lot she was building on.
Giving me PRN and my ID and every time of the receipt give me. Every time of the receipt give me. Nobody not give me no look one, no give me.
In full support
of the best Prime Minister
since 1962.
Southwest St. Elizabeth is in full support.
No, I thought me just a pass and so I just tell us to lead on the plane. Me just have to work for work. I see that work for work. I change that I make work in a man time come in a happy come here see if it belongs and such. I don't know what to do.
How could I not support a leader who is moving Jamaica forward?
Yeah, man, come back and woman Andrew Wallace space for real, man. Come back and man and parents better. Because watch it. You feel like Andrew Wallace poor people in the family. You know, want to see a man go live in family also. Right then, in Andrew Wallace right now, a family where we need a house just like how we need a house now. Eh? Come back and prison one, we go live and make soldiers and police run with them. The soldiers and police, them run with my young boy for we. Then them happy catch me. Me a whole man. Me can run for soldier and police right now, especially soldier. Eh? Andrew Wallace, come back.
Has been put on hold, at least for now, until a meeting is convened with the government and the Sugar Corporation of Jamaica, SCJ, to work out the way forward.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who visited the community today, told the residents that the area will be developed in an orderly way and they will not...
Hold on, guys. Based on what we're reading right now, I want you guys to listen to this. Remember, I'm have Norman Brown, in business partner over UDC and Housing Authority of Jamaica, Agency of Jamaica. I'm going to tell these people, paying a mortgage for a house is the same as building a home in increments. When him knows a lie. You can build a house, take 10 years to build a house, you live in a one room and take time building. But mortgage are every month. But if I look at poor people, well, most of them are hustler. And I tell them, say, they must sign up with this and that because they can be able to get a mortgage. You know, poor people have a job to get a mortgage. How you qualify to get a mortgage? Pay attention to this video. I see why somebody in the comment section say, Carlos, play the video in my demolish people house. You know, watch my page, man. You understand?
Has been put on hold, at least for now, until a meeting is convened with the government and the Sugar Corporation of Jamaica, SCJ, to work out the way forward.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who visited the community today, told the residents that the area will be developed in an orderly way and they will not be left out. Kirk Wright has this primetime news follow-up.
The residents eagerly awaited the arrival of the Prime Minister to hear the government's next move after demolishing their structures. Immediately after he arrived, he convened a meeting where he made this announcement.
This community and this area is about to experience a change, a transformation. We have put in place a master plan that is going to bring 15,000 houses into this area. Not for rich people.
And with that, the Prime Minister declared the options available.
You will have options to acquire the land itself. You will have options to acquire a starter unit. And you will have options to acquire a full unit. Presently, we were modeling our target prices as to the prices that we have been giving in Catherine Estates, which is just across here. And those units are about $6.5 average $1 billion.
Good news, but the price point sparked questions of doubt about affordability. the Prime Minister assured there was no need to worry as persons will be able to obtain mortgages.
So you will be able to buy your house and pay over time. The same way you're doing it now in incrementally building out. But when you go this route, you get your full house in a community.
Some say they weren't convinced of the Prime Minister's plan.
You know, don't you know that he's lying, right? Because me know a lie, I tell, right? And in the first instance, him should have found out all of them something before him demolish the building them, right? And then he come back with him foolish now. Remember, you know, him say, we are criminal, you know. Me hear in person, and then him go tell you right there, say, him did not say it, and me have to come up and say it. Yes, him say it.
The Prime Minister told the people that it appeared they were scammed because the government has no record of them paying for lands in the area.
Now we need to know who did you pay. We want to be able to assist. But if we are going to assist, we need to have clean hands coming to the table.
A mother living in a rent house that rent raise every 3 months. I am very uncomfortable. Building an 8-bedroom here for my kids. And before you even come and say something, they even say that we were issued with a warning. Was a lie. That was a lie, and it was written from the person. That is also a lie. No, and they didn't find out how we got the land. It wasn't captured by me. I paid for my land.
Okay.
I paid 3 times because I couldn't afford it 1 time.
Well, you made down payment, installments. Okay.
I got my receipt.
When we examined the situation, we only acted when we were certain that certain steps were taken. So we had the evidence of the posting of stop orders. I will, so, no, you,
That's a lie, yo. Because it's a lie.
Please. Allow the lady's question to be answered.
Right.
Please. Allow the lady's question to be answered.
Right. So that's one. Then number 2, the land that you claim to purchase, right? The government would want to know.
No. You saw that man a wicked. He might do illegal building, you know. He might construct illegal construction. He man him big friend. Him rich friend. But the poor people in the house, you got demolish down. You mash it down. And what you do so it's illegal, Andrew. But you look, we got tear down the poor people in the house. Tell we lie about our gang members I sell land over there. I know we can't say a gang member. The only person that was caught up in it as a principal of the school. What happened to her case? Just like real case, and Miss McLean and the others. Let's continue to read. The paperwork relating to the 3 inspections they conducted suggests that the development was compliant at all stages, the investigator said of the KSAMC. Stevenson said the permit allowed for the construction of 4 2-bedroom units at 2 Wycliffe Close, Beverly Hills, said Andrew. Anybody who watch my platform, you hear Zara Burton talk about this property on my platform in our investigative reporting investigation. You know what I mean, people? Hold on, I'm live. I am live.
Not good news. So, the growth we have been having has come to an end. It is now decline. That's where we're into now. And as you heard from Dr. Henry there, for calendar year 2024, we are going to end the year poorer than how we started it, collectively in terms of our output of goods and services. Not good. And therefore, making the connection, the Prime Minister would have been aware of this. he would have been aware of this, or ought to have been aware of this. Hence, what we heard from him on Tuesday.
Family, online we have a sister in Sandra. She want bonfire. Sandra, go ahead, tell me what's on the mind, sister. How are you doing?
Hallelujah. Okay, so first and foremost, good night, good night, good night. All right. The situation, again, complete conflict of interest. It's all there. Paperwork is there, proof is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. Secondly, the situation with, I'm just speaking of the session that you're doing now, right?
Mm-hmm.
The situation with them tearing down the homes and telling the residents that they'll get a home and mortgage and all this stuff. Andrew Crook is trying to control the land them in Jamaica. So he's trying to get everyone in scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Many roads, he doesn't want to fix them because what? He keeps more money in his pocket, right? He's trying to set up Jamaicans so they can be in debt because many of us grew up and we never see our parents with no mortgage. We see family land passed around, and whoever go around and purchase land, we see them purchase it with cash, like myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with this culture that he's bringing in for people to be in debt, he's trying to turn Jamaica into Canada and the United States and the rest of the world. Jamaican independency, Andrew is trying to take that away from everyone, and people don't realize it. So the nincompoops and that's running behind him with this nonsense, the so-called die-hearted fools, right? That have no love for Jamaica. Because if they did love Jamaica, they would choose what makes sense. And that's saving your country for you and your children and your family and the future generation, right?
Yep.
Okay. So again, clearly people need to understand this whole narrative that he's dealing with the NHT is workers' money. My family, them money that work, that he takes the money out of their paycheck and use it to build homes. That money should never be used for that. That money should have been given back to them and they decide what they do with it. If they don't want to build no house, they get year end. You know how, in the States and Canada, they have income tax. In England, you get the tax return.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the NHT money should be. It's up to them what they want to do. So after every year end, facial year, right? They end up getting this refund back, right? If the government is planning to take maybe 20% or 10% out of it to put back in the economy or the country, okay. But give back the employers their money. Another thing too. Hello?
Yeah, but I'm here. I'm listening. You got the floor, sister.
Another thing too.
Yes.
The JLP party. The JLP party was a union.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a governed party to rule. You can look it up. You can Wikipedia it. It created by Cooper and Buchanan, two individuals, and it was based on workers' union. So the POJ, right? It's pretty much what JLP party is. It's only for working to look out for the employees, right? You have a union for the company, the workers in the company. That's what JLP party is. It's not a party to rule nobody. So what they're doing right now is what they're supposed to be doing, right?
Yep.
They're doing business. So people need to get rid of them because he's taking taxpayers' money, using it for his benefit.
Yep.
The business, he's running business because that's what JLP is based on. It's not about governing people.
Yep.
And these people need to get up and pick up. They have a phone. They have the internet. Search, research, and see the history of the JLP party. When you look on their Portia profile, you see all Portia has done, what she started. She was the one that did the 2030, right? Roadmap that Andrew took and run with it.
That's true.
That was old Portia paving the way for changes. And she never get a chance to get another term to continue on what she started. So this big nose buffoon pick it up and acting like he was the one who started this, and then look, idiot them. There's so much of them on the platform that I don't even want to call their name now, that nightly they're on this bag of foolishness, right? And they're not looking at the point that none of what they're doing is making sense. Curses in his party is a set of criminal, incompetent. They don't have the skills to do the job, right? Tufton opening private clinic all over the place with his friends. Went to conference, showing the private, all these private entity that he opened in medical, right? Pretending that it's a hospital that he's showing when he's actually showing some of his friends' facility. Right.
Wow.
So I'm talking to you, I'm telling you all this now. There's so much, you know, when you watch the TV and sometimes you just have to turn it off because there's so much, too much. And you want to lash out and you want to step in a parliament and drag him by his tie and hello. Because we are all children of our ancestors, right? We have family who fight for years. Maybe Theme family never fight for years, so you don't understand what the grassroots of how we feel. Thank God that we travel. Thank God, like persons like myself grew up overseas, right? At the end of the day, I'm able to see the international lifestyle and the international governing, and I can see this one, my birthplace, governing. And it's terrible. We know who Donald Trump is and his whole history and whatever. And for Donald Trump to step down from his business when he got in office, even though, I mean, he was trying to still hold on and do his business, but he realized that it wasn't going to work and he gave it up. Now this buffoon is doing business. It's completely conflict of interest. You cannot be in the office governing and running business. And then you're running the business that you're supposed to be governing.
Yes, him a governing.
That makes sense?
That's under him. All of these when I do. Look here, me say from a platform, sister. Him know why him grab, him pick certain office and put under him for a reason. Not a good reason.
You said it, son? What did you say just now?
Him pick certain office to put under him, under the OPM for a certain reason. Even though just randomly pick offices.
Because when you call the offices, right, they send you in circles for anything, right? They send you in circles all over the place. Sometimes you end up in call center in the States and you're wondering, why is the Parnell Charles office having call center in the States, right? I can't say certain situation, but why does he have the call center in the States when there's workers here that need job, right? Another thing, we see how I'm doing something. We see how the criminal, them taking over Jamaica.
Yes.
All those boys that did the situation in Clarendon.
Yeah.
Andrew Oldness government have breed a whole bunch of criminals. And a lot of these young men you see out there committing crime, you can tell some of them were bright kids that finished school.
Yes, man.
And they just have nothing else better to do. They're tired of rubbing out their hand middle and beg. So instead of begging, them start taking. Right? And start kick off door and take no, but them kicking off the wrong door. They need to go kick off Parliament door. If them want better for themselves. Because this big nose man every day sit down taking the mic. I've never seen a prime minister so much on the mic. We're tired of seeing him.
True.
Him sick metallic. With him big nose, ugly self and fraud coming from his mouth. I'm sick of him. And this big foot buffalo him as a wife. Sitting there.
Well, I don't know what going on, sister. You don't look good for the country, you know?
No. Why? I don't know.
Look here, sister. You're there foreign, right? You're there foreign. I mean, you tell Jamaican people we do stuff for you. We will have do it. All of us live at foreign. Yes. Make sure we have asked Jamaican people, family or friends back home to do certain things. Right? Now, as a yard person, if me want to thief your money will tell me, say, Carlos, build one house for me. I want 2-story house, I want 4-bedroom, blah, blah, blah. And me want to keep the money. What is the best way to keep the money? No, not to keep an account. Don't keep an account. So when they come and say, Carlos, how much is the burglar bar? Me say, sister, I work for steel, you know. But me no remember how much me spend for the steel, but I will leave for the man charge more for money. He say, Carlos, how much is the decking? He say, boy, how much cement you buy? Me not have a number. Me not have nothing right now. Me not have a receipt. I saw them run the government, sister. I would run my life, so you would run your life. So the woman sell yam down a market. She a check up everything. She a run a yam business. So why never run the government, so?
But never tell us something else. If you notice and I'm never calling him in a business. Well, allege. Mackenzie, Wellness. You see, you know, all them burning down the market in town and all that is them. They want the land to give it to them friend and move the people them out of the market.
So you are saying
they want to that all kinds of things. We're not stupid. I've never seen so much fire in Jamaica all over the place since Andrew come about. Places that you wouldn't expect.
And a lie. And look here, if we have so much fire, why don't we set up some sprinkler system in the market? Market very important, you know. Very important. Why we not set up sprinkler system?
Because I'm following Justin Trudeau. I'm following Trudeau trying to by next year. Trudeau is from what I've seen heard going on. Trudeau is doing the crypto. Everything is gonna be cashless. So he's not running the US situation because right now persons is asking Donald Trump. I don't know if you heard about it. Asking Canadians to come over there or something or make Canada another state of the United States because of what Trudeau is doing. Because you know America isn't going cashless because they love cash. Right? Mm-hmm. And so right now that's what Trudeau is apparently doing. And that is what the model that Andrew is following.
Look here.
So so the people them in the market, the people them in the market, right? Mm-hmm. You know they're using cash. He won't be able to monitor people's cash that way. So he's trying to get rid of the market, set Jamaica back, have the poor, right? You know, you suppress people. When you suppress people, them give up and surrender to you.
Yep.
So this is Andrew Holness governing is modern day slavery right now. That's what's happening. Right? So he's just keep on suppressing. Sorry, I'm talking over you. There's so much on my mind.
Go on talk,
yeah. He just keep on suppressing people to surrender to him. He does not care about no one. He was a poor ass thieving boy from Spanish Town, right? Never have nothing. And he get the pot of gold.
Hold on there, Sandra, hold on there. Callers are saying to turn off. No people, she in a place where there's a little bit of knives in the background. So we are here are good enough.
Let's turn it again.
Why not back
turn it down?
Why not background there?
The TV. Hold on.
Thank you, Hugh Roberton. Yeah, man. Jamaica, like live people, share it and like them kind of conversation of people. Our country, we are talking about people. Our country.
Yeah, it's important. Absolutely important. You know, this is what's going on right now. People need to take it serious. And the same people that is running for him, they're gonna be very much disgraceful when they see what he's gonna do to them. He's just running with them now. I don't like them. In a business with no Jamaican.
Can you imagine?
In a business with them.
No! Business with what? 2 reports in enough time come up on Prime Minister build house illegally and I'm showing people house. I mean, them stop Uno from building a house. Did they miss about build a KFC? I think a Christiana. There was a KFC supposed to be open and they might give the KFC man a hard time about some code or some nonsense, but eventually open and miss it. But
no, you know why? Because they want the man to pay up some money. They look a thief in the hungry boy.
Belly boy. How will you say? Tell me more.
It's obvious that's what he's trying to do. We all have sense. We never born foolish. A lot of us. Right? God give us knowledge for us to gain wisdom. That's what we were born with, knowledge. To learn. So when we gain wisdom, we become wise. Right?
Yes.
So when we see all this stuff going on, we have to pick sense out of nonsense, as our parent says. Right? We see the foolishness and we have to talk about it. We can't look the other way and say, no, I don't really saw it going on. It is what it is. He's trying to control all of Jamaica's land. Right?
Land that in the office too, you know. That in the office too, you know.
He wants to be the president. Huh?
That is in his office too. The land.
Everything. Everything. And Malafu is another devil. That's Satan. Right? She's another Sunday school teacher, whatever she should go and sit down and do, because I don't know who she is. Yes. Because she's there smirking. She's an evil woman. She's an evil woman. I have no good wish for her. She is running under arrest. That other devil is. There's so much of them when I think about it. But I'm telling you, if people don't wise up, a lot of people say, "Oh, me not vote," and the two parties are the same. Well, you know what? Vote for the best out of the worst. Then I'm not die-hearting nothing. I'm die-hearting what's best for Jamaica right now.
Yes.
It's the PNP party. My family is big PNP, okay? But I'm telling you, the PNP party right now is what makes sense, moving the country forward. And the PNP is a leadership party for the people, from grassroots, from day one. It is about the people. And there's a clipping with Nigel Clark that he says, never sent to you, and that he says, right, that the PNP, unfortunately, the PNP is a people's party. They're more for the poor, but not the JLP. This is one of his last interview. Okay? He said it out of his mouth, and he couldn't even look up because he have family that's PNP, and him himself look like in conscience are burning him right now because he know him do wrong, and he know him come from good family, and him end up with this criminal of Spanish Town being a sidekick.
Jaja.
You understand me? Nigel Clark is a thief and a wicked. I will say that. And what they have done to Usain Bolt, he needs to do everything to get his money back. And furthermore, he should get the US involved, the feds. Because it's US dollars they were playing with. Money laundering.
Jaja.
You know? There's so much crime that Andrew has committed that I don't understand why no one is stepping in. Stepping in. I can't even talk the way I'm so over passionate about this. Sometimes it's like I'm stuttering. I am so annoyed of seeing this man and the wife and the rest of the gang. This whole parliament is a set of bullies and a set of bad people. That should never be. None of them, not one of them in the party, I could say, well, you know what, this one is responsible. They're all immature bullies and they're a set of gang. And these people that keep on say, shower, shower, shower. They don't realize that that slogan is for the shower posse that create atrocity in the United States. Why them either got up there right now at the time? So this showering is a gangster talking, and they know that. They should be smart enough to know that. So every time they keep on hearing them and say shower, shower. Yes, it's for the shower posse, the gang them that kill how much people and run them drugs and everything. It's all there. You can dig it up on YouTube. And that Andrew is that slogan. So what that tell you? You don't have a prime minister, a responsible man taking charge of the country, the state. He's running it into the ground.
We tell people that all the time, say, this man job is to mash up Jamaica sister. Right. Because anyone away could have said this need to fix, that need to fix, this need to fix. We're not going to take the money out of big old grand gala when a hospital need equipment. We're not going to take the money and spend on useless plastic money and follow Canada when nobody in Jamaica complain about the paper money. When we have a hospital need to fix, school need to fix, infrastructure need to fix. We're not going to spend the money pan and DPP office when we need infrastructure in a Jamaica like roads. But we not none. Maybe continue upon the hospital. The amount of thing when they spend money upon, them take out the trees, them and the grass up a Devon House and put concrete up there to facilitate tourism. Millions of dollars.
So the whole history or like the historic piece of Jamaica that is there for us to have some kind of feel of the land. He's messing with. He's clowning Jamaica into his own. You know, when a little boy, the little he's like a cartoon. He just sit down and think, how can I make a mess of this country? How can I make it look like when he was poor, sitting down and wondering and wishing to have life? Maybe we not talking about him was 10 times better off than him.
Oh, you so like right mango. Are you right mango, Sandra? You saw that right mango, so? Oh my God. Yeah?
She's one of my
your voice. Yeah.
Listen, we that love Jamaica sound alike.
Hey, yes, like
because we're singing the same tune, and we have the same passion. This is not a one-up thing. This is reality. What's going on is terrible. Another thing, there's a young lady from the Linstead, Bagwalk area that died, childbirth, 33-year-old.
When?
I have her name somewhere. When? She died about, I think, 2 weeks ago. I have a family member that's like friends with her or whatever sort, but I'll tell you. She gave birth to the child, and she, for some reason, she was a healthy person that ended up dying. They took her from the hospital and was bringing her to Oasis Plaza. Oasis Plaza have a lab. It is not some kind of clinic or any hospital for someone that's pretty much in a coma. You don't move them from where they're at. You just bring them out because you want to kill them so you can bring them to your friend's funeral home. That's what I see happen. I believe she died before she left the hospital. Did you see the story of them apparently bringing her from the hospital to the Spanish Town Oasis Plaza do a scan when the scan should be in the hospital?
Well, me do stories like that before because a friend of mine, a buddy of mine I know, a sister of mine, brother, he went to the hospital unresponsive. Remember, them already jugu him up on the bad road to go to the hospital. Once you go to the hospital, you're not supposed to come back out. Everything is supposed to be there to take care of you. What they did, they shake him up back. The family have to pay for ambulance, shake him up on bad road again, you know. Man, we already are dead, you know. Go do some scan. When they get the scan and come back to the Black River Hospital, there was no doctor to read the scan. Man, drop out.
Because they sell the body to the funeral home, then that's what they do. They did it to a family member of mine.
Jesus.
Yeah.
My father got hospital for the first time in his life.
COVID person. I'm just saying, I don't want, let me just give you a little synopsis of the situation. Persons claim didn't make it to the hospital, and days later, after we calling, trying to get in touch with Spanish Town Hospital, right? No one. Finally, about 2 days later was when we found out she died. And apparently she died in the ambulance. She's at a funeral home.
Before we go any further, please stop for a short break as we talk about Spanish Town Hospital.
This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget?
Thank you, sister. You see that? Black
they're
Spanish Town Hospital, maternity ward. They have to sap up water, scrape up water,
Right.
bail out water out of it. They moved the health budget from $60 billion to $140 billion. And we can't see where it's spent. It get worse.
You know, see up here DJ in the JLP party. Because up here chat them a chat than Mike. That's it. And their little grade 2 speech every time, the same story running. And they feel when they talk about these billions, people are gonna say, wow, you know, only the fools they can fool. They're just talking, they're doing nothing. Every time, the reason why Andrew have all these offices under is in his office, that he can facilitate, pass around the money. The Ministry of Education needs something, he pass it through. See his hand before it gets to them. And by the time it gets to them, right? If he send out 5 million, by the time it gets to them, they get 1.5. Right? The other 3.5 gone between him and his goons. That's why he keep all those offices. I'm not stupid. I mean, a lot of us isn't stupid.
No, we're not stupid. Not at all.
It's common sense. And then his friends, his brethren, them. He sit around and he give them, he approve illegal stuff for them, illegal contracts for them. Another thing is wife. Construction. She's a construction company. Those contracts are supposed to give out to the public. The public's supposed to come and what's it called again? Not debate. Full me in when you go and you vote to get the contract. What's the word? My mind is blank. Not debate. You know when the government have the contract and there's a couple of companies come in and they choose whoever gets it, whatever. What's the word?
Yes. Bid. You talk about bid.
Yes.
Bids, right?
All those contracts, yes, is supposed to be bid for. That in government, this is from Haitian time. Never a government. I mean, like I don't understand why no one can just go in parliament and arrest him. Like it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Let's go on. This man every day gets up and keep on borrowing more money. I have so much on my mind. I know I'm all over the place, but I just want to put it out there for people to open their minds and look at this wicked crook for who he is. He's not a leader. He's doing so much wrong and it's so annoying and he's acting like a child.
He is.
Not a mature man. Because you can't see people are losing their lives. Children are dying, babies are dying, and you're not paying attention to what people trust you and say, you know what, let me give the young man a chance. And this is a thank you?
Yeah, this is it.
I believe even Adam Stewart right now owes a lot of taxes. Because him same father, them make ear Jamaica go down.
Look here.
There's a them and his father make ear Jamaica go down because him father who a lot of money.
Hold on, let's talk about Adam Stewart. Hold tight. Let's talk on the other side of this video I'm about to play. Hold tight, sister.
Gaston Brown is taking a firm stand against Sandals Resorts International. He's warning that if the company closes its doors in Antigua, the government may step in, seize the property, and sell it to new investors. This comes as Brown claims Sandals owes more than 24 million East Caribbean dollars in unpaid taxes from 2017 to 2021. On his radio show, Brown raised concerns about Sandals' structure, saying it leaves workers at risk of losing severance if the company goes under.
Sandals, all the layering you all doing and protecting yourselves and putting the staff at risk, the Gaston Brown administration will bring that to an end. And if it applies to any other company that are operating hotels in this country, I'll deal with them too, because the law applies to everybody. And hear this now, they're not giving the staff the credit now. So they're using staff tips in their foundation and taking all the credit as Sandals.
That can't be right.
And they're so wicked. You know what they've done? They will set up people to stay at the hotel or go and eat at the hotel. And I mean,
the person will go and tip you 50 US or 100 US. And if you don't put it in the Sandals and Foundation, they fire you. You're telling me that in this 21st century, that we can allow Sandals or any other hotel property to treat our people like that, including our CARICOM nationals? Really? I am saying here that that is a type of plantation behavior that I am totally opposed to, and Sandals would be put in their place. In fact, if we have to go to Parliament to deal with that tip policy, to tell them to touch the staff tip, we'll deal with it too, you know. If Sandals decide to spite us and lock down the hotel, we go to Parliament, we compulsory acquire it, and we sell it to somebody else so that it can be reopened.
Sandra, I'm glad that the stepped on this touch the Sandal case, cause
I have that too. And I went on full on their side. And I even get more. I will share with you. I'll share some. I don't know if you get a chance to go through it. I know exactly. Gaston is a superstar.
Don't he?
From many. And him not take no chat.
Don't he?
And him not make me go down like slave back. I wish he was running Jamaica. So when Jamaica talk about them heading the Caribbean, is the worst Caribbean country.
We are the lowest paid people.
It's a disgrace.
We get the lowest paid, most financial superpower of the Caribbean.
There's no superpower here. A super set of teeth. That's what's in office right now. No, I seen the case. Gaston stood up. He stood up for his people hard. And every single persons that work in the hotel should look at this. And all of them must protest. If we don't stand for something, we fall for anything. Don't continue. I hope if they're listening, don't continue to let them continue doing this. Because when you're getting $2 an hour US, someone else in the United States doing less hours than what they're doing here, right? It's making $15, $20 US an hour.
Yep.
Or minimum wage 8 or so.
And it's cheaper.
Okay?
It's way cheaper to build
because
the
it's
hotel.
tourism. Right. So they're being taken advantage. I have family that work in the call centers of them, all kind of things, right? They have been taken advantage of. I have loved one that their pay pretty much is just to help out. Like after she take out her fare for the month, it's just pocket change left to send her 2 kids to school and whatever. There's nothing to save. And she can't get her NHT money because Cookie that love other people money, never work feet, is using it to build scheme to cover up. It's the person's NHT money. I mean, if you notice, I'm all over the place. It's like persons on the live. It's a conversation. I am just all over the place because there's so much topic, and I just want to touch all of them. So people can leave from.
You're making clear sense. Don't worry, you're making sense.
Yeah, people can leave from this tonight and decide tomorrow, later on, what their next step is. But you all have to do something. Don't allow this. We have so much rights that we're not utilizing. Right?
Hold on it.
This is not the honest country. Yeah.
Hold on it. Just before you go further, right? Make we get back to Andrew Owners. Make we get back to the offices that is under Andrew Owners here. What do you think? Can you see if you have information there, pay attention to what go on? I'm sure you see what go on with ADPEM that is under the Prime Minister. What do you think about food in there take mole and rat and name the food in the ADPEM office? Because
it's a big one. That's a big one.
The money was allocated. The money they need to put it.
Let me tell you something. Lord of mercy. I did call. I meant to call you on that privately as well, but hear this now. The Disaster Association, Andrew abandoned it. Right? Listen to me clearly. He abandoned it, I think, starting last year. So persons that's supposed to get stuff from Beryl didn't get it. In community to community who needs help, persons who had their house burned down, persons who had the hurricane damage, no one in the Disaster Association that are members of the association had no work to do because they have no supplies or nothing, or no government personnel coming to pass or hand out the supplies. Andrew, hold them for votes. right? So clearly, let me be clear. He's holding them so he can use them the same way him give him like a $5,000 and him look a goons them call him out and embarrass him, right? Anything in the dark will come to light. And I'm going to show you that anything in dark will come to light. The fact that he held on to all these things and full up the warehouse with all these goods that's supposed to be given to people who need it in need. Moles start taking up the place because the place cool, right? Rat around infested it. Those supplies were supposed to be given out, but instead they're sitting there until him feel like he want to give them out so you can come to his conference or you can come to and vote for him. That's why he held them back. And that's why they mildew, because God don't like ugly.
Think about that.
The building is mildew.
Think about that, people.
Yep.
And it is said
too much goods are in the warehouse and it needs to be handed out. It's not built for that. It's built for it to be there for a period and hand out. And fresh goods coming in all the time.
So, sit down.
Keep on adding more goods to it, shuffling out some of it to his friends and not giving anything to the communities that really need it. He's a wicked man. I don't know who he thinks I don't know who he thinks wants him to be their president.
Think about that, people. Think about that, people. Food come, you talk about disaster and relief supply come for poor people. Think about a place in Jamaica where hungry.
He took over that organization.
It's under even people.
Anymore. It's just,
people.
They're getting paid. They're getting paid to cover up for him. They might get them paycheck at one time, every 2 weeks, whatever. But it's to cover up for him because no work now going outside, no community now get no help. Only when he was doing his conference recently, you heard this person get 2 zinc, 2 piece apply, and whatever and the stuff them in there mildew and damage.
Hold on a sister.
Yeah.
Let me go to a short break. I'll be right back.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister around the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want labor rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
Tell me more, sister, about that ADPEM office where it's also alleged that me read it where the money has been procured for the central air system in the building. And I read also where in the ADPEM office, the workers have to get out of the office 2 months because of bad air quality. They have mold and them refuse to go to the office because of health situation, because they have rat and mold infestation. That's the health hazard they must fight against. That is under the Prime Minister, and the money is procured. They have the money sitting on for 5 years and did nothing with it, people. This brother a wicked brother. Continue, sister.
I sue them for suing because when you endanger people's health, it's a serious crime. And mold and mildew can grow on your lungs. If you're in a building, I mean, the schools are deplorable from what we see, right?
Yep.
And if you're in a building of any sort and mildew is in there, you're going to end up with mold growing on your liver, your lungs, and you end up with respiratory problem. You might even never have asthma and realize that you're having breathing problem or even burning of the eyes. It's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
I mean, I'll tell you how dangerous it is overseas, right? I had a situation where the time I was renting a unit and mildew was in there. And when the ministry and them come, they came in white suits because the persons didn't want to take care of the matter. So I took it up heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So when the ministry came, they came in suits. So if they're all suits up like they're coming from outer space, what say me sitting there with the mold? So if the workers are sitting there They're violating their rights. And they told me, the ministry told me it's a serious matter, right? And for me, like I have a trace of asthma, so it wasn't good as well, right? And again, with them, sometimes you hear teachers pass away, principal pass away suddenly. We don't know. Sometimes it's a condition of their workplace, right? There's these schools that's not maintained at all. You know, there's particular school that I've gone to for a family member, their parents teacher meeting, just step in for another family because I go back and forth, you know, over, you know what I'm talking.
Yes.
Like we'll talk another time about that, right?
People, hold on there. Can we have the proof, you know? You think Elisha tell about schools? Watch this video.
No,
Grovetown Primary and Infant School, effects of Storm Raphael. We are here, we are sweeping out the water from the classrooms. The students are online because all the classrooms have water, so we are sweeping the water out of the classrooms. The teachers are here helping along with the ancillary workers. This is our dining area and also a classroom. Completely underwater.
So people see the facts, woman attack, Galang sister, bonfire. See school there, full of water.
So at the end of the day, he doesn't care about kids. He care about no one but his two sons that's similar to him. Because if them as kids have a conscience, then most say people are burn out them poopa on the internet and all over the place. So they should tell them no.
But hold on here.
I don't like what you guys are doing.
Hold on there. We can push you a little bit further. Let's talk about mold. Make us stick on the topic of mold. Now, it costs Juliet Holness $800 million to build her apartment complex. And it costs the DPP office refurbishing and to add an little part, and it costs $850 million to refurbish it. Remember, Juliet Holness apartment complex is $800 million. And to refurbish the DPP office at an already existing building costs $850, and the people them have run out of it in 3 years. Them sick of mold is making the people them sick. We spent $350 million Jamaican dollars, people. Sister, tell me what you think about that.
I don't believe he spent. Okay, you're talking. Okay, hold on. Let me get this clear. Right. The situation is that he refurbished
DPP.
Hold on, say it again. DPP
building for $850 million. I remember Juliet Holness, we know that due to her court thing with the woman, right? So her building costs $800 million. So I'm just thinking, if you can erect a big apartment complex for $800 million, how it take $850 million to refurbish DPP building, already existing building, and the people have run out of it?
I'll tell you what we need to push as well. We need to find out who are these people constructing these buildings. Because it's all Juliet Holness and Andrew. It's just them just a flush out the money, find a way to push the money through. Nothing of that sort. We are getting the numbers, but the reality is different. Right? Most of the money, they have their own people. They pay themselves to do the work. Juliet pay her company to do the work. So whose bank account that money go back into? Juliet Holness? Them take with big fool. Jamaicans fool. Yeah. Because if everyone don't see the madness that's happening, I mean, there's so much. We're not stupid.
Hold on there. You know why they might take with a fool?
Nothing about it.
You know why they might take with a fool, sister? You know why? Listen this.
The rest of them who were there get
$5,000 and a box lunch.
You see that? $5,000.
You know how much time I replay that? You know how much time I come like a remix to back cancer give me.
Jay-Z is right.
Alzheimer's score.
The old man is right.
The man gets straight on attack.
You want to the
Once a man, he know better. So my chat. The man a freestyle. The man say they get one box $5,000 and
a box lunch.
Hold on one second, okay? Hold on. Yeah, and a box lunch. And I mean, at the end of the day, hold on one sec. Hold on. I'm trying to change my location. Hold on. Are you gonna be on live for a while?
Yeah, well, I'm been here for 125 and so maybe a couple more minutes because normally, you know, why? You can always jump on back. Maybe somebody else wants
to call you back because I actually was in the middle of something, but your topic was so. I actually was cooking and I turned off the stove, right? So your topic was something else. I had to stop what I was doing.
Yes.
It was all too much because I've been holding this and saying, I gotta talk to you. I gotta talk to my other colleague, our circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, I just had to turn off the stove, like I said, and call you.
Hey, I hope you're banana on a junk. I hope you're banana on a junk.
No, man. All right. I'm finish the meat.
So look, you are always welcome on this platform to spit knowledge because it's short out here. So we always love when people come out and come spit fire. It's short out here. And the people are learning. The people are pick up not as fast as how would I like them. But Jamaica people are learning.
Not taking advantage of doing petition. They can petition him out. The amount of people that got killed. Okay, in a country when the crime rate is so high, that can be petitioned because remember we're still under the monarchy. Hold on, let me say this. They're rushing to turn Jamaica into a republic. Yes, that's great and everything, but I don't think that's important right now.
Look here. We now waste a second talk about that nonsense, that smoke screen to try to fling out the car. You and I know say if the PNP is not on board, it's dead. Approach and try to close the corruption will come out tonight.
Nobody know one thing for the president. No, let them leave. You see, we born up and see it. And it never kill us then. If they're gonna turn Jamaica into a republic, do it the right and dignified way. Take your time and do it properly.
No, not on the anti-police. Not on the anti-police.
Do it with the citizen.
Hold on, sister. All this money it takes to for this constitutional reform. Can it take people who are working at it for it, take hours, manpower, right? We have a prime minister who have not declared this statutory declaration cannot be certified going 4 years, so past 3 years mark. Yet, him no sign the code of conduct, so him no holds no respect. The code of conduct is just a contract between the prime minister and the people say, am I going to be honest people? That's all. You sign a code of conduct when you go to school. Dress code.
And he did not. So guess what? He was never qualified or fit to be run. He should have run in the election that he got re-voted in, right?
Yes.
And he shouldn't be in office because he's not. And yeah, we deserve it. Jamaican, not me. I didn't vote then, right? But at the end of the day, Jamaican deserve it because, well, they didn't know to. It's after they're hearing all of this stuff. Because if he didn't sign those stuff, that means ethically, he doesn't have to do anything. He can be a bad man because he was allowed to be put in there to be a bad man.
All right, let me ask one question before you leave.
He should be held.
Very important question before you leave. Now, I was you're acquainted with Justin with Ibrahim Traore, right, from Burkina Faso. All right, me hear Ibrahim Traore from Burkina Faso, country we in Africa, said that him gonna put back civics in our school because the previous leader take out civics out of school, kind of like Jamaica. Me, I wonder why. So him say he might put back civics in a school up to university level. What do you think about civics when you look at we are talking about education right now and keeping it in the dark to keep it dunce? Civic pride is very important. If some people understand civic pride, they wouldn't put a sweetie paper on the ground. When we go to school, we have civic. It make you feel a different way about your country. Make you understand government. Right? Why do you think civics has been removed from way in Africa, in a Burkina Faso, and civics removed from Jamaica, and them are people here, and the previous leader before Ibrahim Traore? What do you think about that?
Okay, so I would say we know the principle of Marcus Garvey. That's a loved one of mine, right? Now, we know the premise of him and the pride in which he instilled of how we should feel about ourselves. And also Nelson Mandela, right? And we're going to go to the state, MK, right? Martin Luther King.
Yes.
We all grew up and see the premise of us being as Black people. And not just Black people, just Jamaican people in general, right? Of the soil. Let's speak on this, right? And civics is very important. And if you realize it's nothing about the country or the premise in which we should what's the word? Oh my God. What's the word? The pride in the country is completely taken away. Right?
Thank you.
It's about business.
Thank you.
It's not about I mean, I was born in his age bracket, the devil age bracket, right? And at the end of the day, we grew up in Jamaica where we're going to basic school and we like a milk powder and we're bun Friday evening. This is from the school. The school used to give this out, right? And we look forward to it. We got our canteen food because the whole premise is that kids need to go to school and learn, right? And you can't learn on hungry belly.
Not at all.
Right? Nowhere in the world. And so that's something that we knew we were being taken care of. And the canteen, even if our parents had to pay a little change for the canteen food, something has to maintain. So it didn't hurt them. Right?
Me don't know if you go to school. Me not old enough like me. When I go to school, we get the uniform material, the shirt and the pants material. We get the bulga. That's Anna Manlina. We get the bulga.
In the 50s early. I'm in the 50s early. You hear me? The 50 early. I'm in the 50 early.
All right, so you understand that then. That means you would have experienced that. You'd have experienced that. So we got the flower, the bulga, the camel come out of the school, uniform material. Every school in Jamaica, Harley School, was a food bank. Now they might run out of part program money. Imagine these people. The food we cook in their schools, in the canteen of schools, that come from the food bank or storeroom in their school. And every now and then they say, bring bag tomorrow, bring one bag tomorrow, bring bags tomorrow. Come get flour, bulga, camel, milk powder, uniform material. Eh?
That is the Norman man. That is the Michael Manley days.
Library bus are coming at school.
We were being taken care of.
Library bus are coming up in a school, wipe off the foot, line up in a line. The library bus driver, respect to him, sir. The librarian, madam. Eh? Who remember them days? Library bus are coming up in a school and we line up in a line, wipe off a foot.
It gives you pride about your country and you're taught how important it is. Civics is very important. It covers a broad area.
Very broad area.
It's
you wouldn't drop a
sweetie
paper.
Away.
You wouldn't drop a sweetie paper on the ground. Them are youth and have no civic pride. They don't understand government. They don't busy with politics. They don't busy with nothing. And look here, whatever they was trying to accomplish, so they accomplish it. They did accomplish it because
they mess up the youth then. Yes. They mess them up.
Because there's no Tell me, was there an accident while Burkina Faso, way in Africa, them take out civics out of the school, and Jamaica, same time? People, look at it go.
Them follow the international body.
All right.
UN and all of them, the IMF, man, all of them, world order settings.
All right.
They want to keep the people blind so they can continue. There's no us opening our eyes and be ourselves and live life and be more wealthier than our parents was. There's none of that. It's a setback, a reset they're doing right now on people in this world. That's why they bring in their COVID.
Who hold you back?
And the COVID didn't do enough damage for them. So they're the devil, let them should rope up long to God forgive me saying the word allegedly, sorry. That I'm talking what's his name there? The American what name? The devil. Mr. COVID. What name again? High school drop.
Fasty. Bill Gates.
Microsoft. Bill Gates. Bill Gates is taking over God's work and using people in the world as guinea pigs.
Don't it? Did I ever see?
To he can win the world, sister. Because we all.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm getting over cold. I'm sorry.
Oh shit!
Go ahead.
May I give too much tonight?
No, man. Me used to fire because me do video right through my cold, you know. But hold on there. When they brought Bill Gates up, yesterday I read something with him again. I talk about some other virus about to come where we again. So, who give this man? Who give this man the rights? Since when him a medical doctor or scientist or anything?
Long time them some tree down and can come to Jamaica. Lord Jesus Christ.
Who give this man the power? The man say we have another sitting coming our way again. Look here, brother. Go ahead, man. Nobody else not telling me about you.
I have something that I got from a certain site a while back. But I misplaced it and trying to get a hold of it, where they said they wanted to kill 3 million Africans because they have to depopulate. And these were white men. Some of them was priests in church, priests in the Catholic Church, and so forth, right? Persons in the health, the World Health, right? Is a part of it as well. And hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, you're coming off live, right?
Yeah, man.
We kind of finished.
No, well, what you said a while ago is that
person are signaling me they want their food.
All right, go cook your food. Go share food. Bless yourself.
So if I call and get you back,
yes,
we can chat.
Call me, go talk offline.
Send me
information, whatever you have, kind of like you know we are talking about. So argument done.
We'll chat.
This was wonderful. Thank you.
So good night, everyone, and I hope this was very entertaining. Because we all need to have a conversation every now and then when this madness gets to us, right?
It was educational. On this platform. All right?
I appreciate it.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it, son. We'll talk.
Yeah,
all
man.
right.
You got me number, send me information and buzz me. Respect.
Yeah.
So people, when you are going there, whole party are going in our country, gentle people. What do you think about that? Was the sister on fire? Talk to me, people. Was the sister on fire? I love when the people them call me and them have the fire in them belly. I love when they call me with the fire. Nobody else want to call? Anybody else? See the number there? Anybody want to just call me right now? Anybody, real quick, before me go off. Because I know somebody else, someone call us, but that woman has spit be a fire, brother. I don't even want to disturb them type of fire power. Yeah, so me call some other time. So me I give you a chance. Anybody a chance to call in right now before we unplug. And I just want to tell you guys, it's a wonderful blessing being here with you guys. Share the live. Give it a thumbs up. If it is the first time on this platform and you love the work and the presentation, please kindly, gentle people, give it a thumbs up. At least, contribute to the work I put in. Because it take work before we come live, Yes, man, it take work Sometimes hours, take hours before we even turn on the live to come and present what we're saying to you guys. And I must have to give you guys credit for being here. Some of you, no matter what time of night we come on, you guys there same way. Thanks to everybody in the comment section, because what is a vlogger without you in the comment section? Absolutely nobody. I ask the question again. What is a vlogger without you in the comment section? A vlogger is nobody. Yeah. So guys, big up someone here. So she was on point, Victor Williams say. And I lie, she was on point, don't. Niggle point, don't it? Woman was on point, man. I love when the people come and Bolo VR 2.0. Hey, you know, go check out Bolo. Come and beat the drum over there. Go and check out Bolo. Come and love when the people beat the drum. Anything for Jamaica, anything you do. Anything I do for the country. Pick up a piece of stick, 2 rock stone, go pick up some leaves, some shoving by the roadside, push the bus. Anything I do for Jamaica, push it forward, people. I swear to God, me and a PNP, me and a labor right, I don't need nothing from politician more than treat the Jamaican people right. You see, if they treat them right, it's better for those of us over here, so who think about migrating back home, or even doing business, or even visiting. It's better for we, family. We are the days when we used to go to Jamaica. Hold on there. We are the days when we used to go to Jamaica play Ludi. Family, Jamaican call us live and here. What you want to say? Talk to me.
Yeah, hello, good night.
Good night, my brother.
Yeah, you're there for your live and all.
Live. Do you want to talk on live? You're live and here.
Yeah, what me that like just to do, you know. Remember one time Andrew wanted to have a basket when they show.
A basket that he was showing. Me have it on video right here.
You can't show it like every day.
I've been showing it.
And one the value of the same basket that one you show it, the value of it.
All right, my brother. I'll show the basket.
All right.
Respect, my brother. All right, cool. People better show the basket. The brother said, show the basket.
A government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More on this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3-year in office is tantamount to failure. He says little has been done to ease the financial burden Jamaicans are faced with. Making his budget presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices, a devalued currency, and high unemployment are just some of the failures of the Portia Simpson Miller government. To bring across his point, he returned with his favorite analogy, the food basket, demonstrating how spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage earner. He compared what a low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
This has no oxtail or curry goat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government and the facts of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get that dinner. You get 1 tin of sardine. You can only get 1 tin of mackerel. This is the best demonstration of where the country has gone under the PNP.
Mr. Holness contends that a JLP government would do better at managing the economy. He says if the economy does not grow at a sustainable rate of at least 5%, then the IMF stipulations will become unbearable for nationals.
People, I'll be a lie. The brother tell me, P empty promises, The brother also tell me that him gonna grade the politician them. No, remember them get 300% raising. Remember almost 9-10 years ago, him tell us him I grade them. 9 years when he just come in. He might grade them and blah, 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 some performance grade, right? And nothing, even after them get 300% raise, them and them get lazier, them get worse, like they're not doing anything. Like the 300% raise will go buy them more food for they get fat and lazy.
All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets, which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation. Everything that they do must lead towards economic growth and job creation. Failure to achieve those specific targets within the time period are consequential. And then secondly, they will get a 90-day target. In other words, we want to be able to give a report card on the first 100 days of achievements. So they will get a 90-day target that they must achieve, and these are what we call the low-hanging changes that can be made within the first 90 days. And all of that is aligned to our manifesto.
You all them lie there. This is what our country and Jamaicans have been subjected to in recent times. Disrespect from other people who get tax break and duty-free imports. Come in our country and disrespect where we could even disrespect them.
Come on, come in here, sir. Why you go outside and tell me? Believe what from Castle Road?
Please. Oh, reader.
Machine, call the machine.
You know who you chat to. You know yourself who you chat to. Because I want to fucking move for a fucking thing now. Why people can't run off your fucking business? Yeah, you chat to me. You chat to all my people. This is for my supermarket. Come on. Please. I said didn't sell you nothing, so you have to go come out, yeah? You have to go buy 1 2 bags to go wash your fucking mouth, your things.
Candy.
You know what you are there, you know.
Jano people, that we are faced right now in our own country. Give them a people 5, 10, 20 more years, and them a back to down. Listen more promises.
Break for those employees earning up to $1.5 million annually.
The Jamaica Labour Party will remove income tax from the salaries of approximately 118,000 workers. This includes most teachers, nurses, security forces, and many public and private sector workers. You could take home as much as $18,000 more on your pay per month.
But on assuming office, the JLP found out that there were scarce resources to finance its election promise. There was no gas tax as the party had hoped, and as such, the April 1 deadline for implementation of the tax policy was never met. But the party shrugged that off, and Finance Minister Audley Shaw made this announcement when he opened the budget debate on May 12.
And so when we presented our 10-point plan, which included 1.5, this was not just a political gimmick, it wasn't at all. It was something that was well grounded in research into the situation, the feeling, the suffering of the people.
People, did you know that all these promises never came true? None of them, not even one of them. Health ministry people, can you imagine? We have a fake doctor working for approximately 10 years in our hospital. The doctor was arrested in Spanish Town Hospital. It's not like a man going to the hospital and hide. The man even show up on TV for crimes accident scene. The man even post stuff on social media, and the man a fake doctor in a Spanish Town hospital. Remember, Spanish Town, Cumberland Road, down from Grass Market, Grass Yard, and that's where the Prime Minister come from. Spanish Town. Could you believe me that Mr. Tufton and them would allow a fake doctor to be in the system after until we spend $140 billion up from $60 billion under the PNP? However, fake doctor in the system for approximately 10 years, and the only way they find out is because the doctor tell people say can give them visa. Some visa, $200,000 to give them a visa, didn't come through, and the people them call police. So if he never take up this visa issuing thing on his head, like say in my embassy, he would have still there the hospital of Montego, Spanish Town working. That is the hospital where the Prime Minister come from, Spanish Town. I have the video here, people. Watch it.
No, people often say that doctors don't do anything at the hospital, but then we have a ton of people that we have to work with. Look at this. This is my office. And there's about 100 people on the outside already. Alright, well, after a day's work, I am out. And I'm heading home. Thank God. Alright. This is on the outside. People are lining up to come inside the hospital. How much of them? It's a whole lot, it's a whole heap. A ton of them. Alright, I'm heading home though, I'm happy. I'm heading home. Alright, no problem. It's security. That's up. It's about 150 of them. I big white, what's up? You good? Yeah, man. Alright. Welcome to the world of a medical doctor. Alright? I am heading home after a hard day's work. Woo! I tell you. Over 200 persons on the outside. Over 200 people on the outside. Not an easy task. If you can look, see that? That's out there, there's about 200 people alone on the outside. So, happy to be. I tell you. I'm home. Happy to be home. Thank you.
People allege that this brother act like him a doctor for approximately 10 years. I do the story in my earlier video. That same brother and a tough time. Who appear him? Like my drive a nice Beamer. Who appear this a brother? Him have wife and everybody working on the healthcare system at about the life of a medical doctor. People, the man is a laborer from down at St. James. We could have said the man is an accountant. Not even an accountant, brother. Not even a contractor. We can read a plan and the tape measure. Brother, at least give me a contractor with other doctor, man. A laborer, man for the shovel, a wheelbarrow. No, sir, you can't laugh this off. No, sir. People, man for the shovel and wheelbarrow a construction site. I him that, you know. People, man for construction, wheelbarrow a construction site. That is the man right there. That is the man right there, people. The man approximately 10 years as a doctor. I'm going to show you more where the brother show up at the accident scene. Even afraid of the media. Put yourself on TV. Can you imagine? Own wife, him kids and his family and friends proud of him. For he done a construction site and they push at them and the mason man who used to bring Martha come give and bring 2 black come give. Can you imagine how they feel about this brother turned medical doctor overnight and never miss a guy no school and nothing? He might talk about say about 100 people out the door and wait for him. Watch this.
A collision along the Spanish Town bypass in the vicinity of the Jose Marti roundabout resulted in the hospitalization of 3 males.
Just say no, the JUTC bus have come down and this one coming up the direction and we send up on the wrong side overtaking, you know. So JUCC man take away in driver side from him and he clap in the other side, so that's how the accident happened.
Was injured in the accident, which occurred at approximately 2 p.m. Dr. Clark described the injuries of one of the occupants of the minibus, who was pinned to his seat when he arrived.
I came on the scene and I've noticed one person that was inside the vehicle. I came on late. He had a severe laceration and apparently a broken leg. He's bleeding furiously, but I think he should be okay.
The other males who were traveling inside the minibus were rushed to hospital prior to Dr. Clark's and the fire brigade.
The man was bleeding furiously. People, me not nurse, but the perfurious or something like that, people. Anybody in the medical field. The man said he was bleeding furiously. Me not understand. Maybe, you know, more if you ask someone, come you know, someone a nurse, yeah, so, and an idiot. Jamaica people. People, isn't profurous? Is it furiously or profurous? Come on, Jamaican people, I doctor that. That is the doctor. That is a construction worker. I talk about the laborer. Man, they push wheelbarrow and carry black congy mason. Turn doctor in our doctor office. I tell patient what kind of pill them fit take. Can you imagine what naked woman this one I see? I want the mama clot and what? How many people dead under him? People, is it furiously or profurous? One of them. Put it on. Lord Jesus, Bolo. The man say, I furiously, even dunce me, understand, say, and a furious Bolo. The doctor say, let's watch it again.
A collision along the Spanish Town bypass in the vicinity of the Jose Marti roundabout resulted in the hospitalization of 3 males.
Just say no, the JUTC bus have come down and this one coming up the direction and we send up on the wrong side overtaking, you know. So JUCC man take away in driver side from him and he clap in the other side, so that's how the accident happened.
Was injured in the accident, which occurred at approximately 2 p.m. Dr. Clark described the injuries of one of the occupants of the minibus, who was pinned to his seat when he arrived.
I came on the scene and I've noticed one person that was inside the vehicle. I came on late. He had a severe laceration and apparently a broken leg. He's bleeding furiously, but I think he should be okay.
The other males who were traveling inside the minibus were rushed to hospital prior to Dr. Clark's and the fire brigade's arrival in the first vehicle that became available.
We put the next 2 in our hearse because our hearse is there nearby, so we put them in the hearse. So the hearse carry the next 2 guys. So they look unconscious still. Yeah, but the one here are moving and everything.
Put the next, before we go further, we put the next 2. We're not going like we don't hear that part there, you know. We put the next 2 in our hearse. They don't move still. You think that man in the hearse, I can them live go hospital or they want if you go mad? Comment section, talk to me. The man that will take up them sick people that will get in an accident, in a hearse, do they really want to take them to the hospital or they want to take them to the morgue? Talk to me, good man. I Jamaica, you know, you can't be. People, this is 2011. The doctor was on scene. People, 2011. Who was in power? 2011. So I wonder if them give this a brother a job, the labor right. Because them lack of doctors just put anybody, me say we could have see if it was a contractor opposed as a doctor. Not the man who push the barrow and the cement bucket and bring 2 black. Come get the mason man. I him turn doctor in our office and prescribe doctor. How much woman this man has a naked? The man that put the man that pass social people. The man hide. Who pay him? You know, like me and you are trying to be doctor or whatever we are trying to do. Who pay this brother? If sneak up in the hospital? No. He man upon news.
A collision along the Spanish Town bypass in the vicinity of the Jose Marti roundabout resulted in the hospitalization of 3 males.
Just say no, the JUTC bus have come down and this one coming up the direction and he send up on the wrong side overtaking, you know. So JUCC man take away in driver side from him and he clap in the other side. So that's how the accident happened.
Was injured in the accident, which occurred at approximately 2 p.m. Dr. Clark described the injuries of one of the occupants of the minibus, who was pinned to his seat when he arrived.
I came on the scene and I've noticed one person that was inside the vehicle. I came on late. He had a severe laceration and apparently a broken leg. He's bleeding furiously, but I think he should be okay.
The other males who were traveling inside the minibus were rushed to hospital prior to Dr. Clark's and the fire brigade's arrival in the first vehicle that became available.
We put the next 2 in our earth because our earth is there nearby, so we put them in the earth. So the earth carry the next 2 gone. So they look unconscious still. Yeah, but the one here are moving and everything.
Put the next 2 in our earth. Jamaica. I love the people, but they said to put me in an earth, people. Let me tell the roadside and flat are dead. Do not put me in an earth. Do you think the man them in the earth, man? A Netflix series. Do you hear him talking about Dr. Clark and referring to this man as Dr. Clark? Me say the man went and seen. You see him having trumpet round him neck. We Jamaica know it as trumpet. Let's call it like we understand it. Trumpet round him and neck. That make him a doctor. From construction site, him a push wheelbarrow. They say, if the contractor did not play medical doctor, I could have said at least he could have read the tape measure and read the square and the level. But people, no, you can't make this up. You know. Family, me and live Jamaican Carlos TV. You want to say something? All right, one about a fire. Go ahead and bonfire. You're live, my brother. Go ahead, you're live.
All right, bless up Dan Carlos and to all of the individual winner the class and thing all over Jamaica and the world. Let me tell you something. This youth here now go relinquish power so easy. You remember when Donald Trump said, when him say nobody do it, and the same thing that you ever go on with. But here what's happening now. Most people in Jamaica can take to the street, you know. But they're afraid. They're afraid because, hey, a woolly patang there. Over, when I say tank, I mean armored car, you know. They upper camp, and them want the man to go be a place, and them they upper Sterling Castle and all them place there. Any other people them come out because this youth are not gonna leave, so. Him I go get serious from the people them. You think him ready for run it? Let me tell you something. Him go make up his mind to do what he's doing so that when the uproar starts, him can run away. So he plan for that now. When them look on TV now, him see some people in bed, also, and the swimming pool and thing. Him go get it like some early. Him go get it like some early, you know. Cause hey, Carlos, the man penetrate on a program, you know. You see me? And him know what I say, and him know what the people must say, and all kind of something I can tell you that Carlos, this man here, all right, as a farmer, as a former community worker, I mean, I say worker, as a farmer community worker, when me get involved in a community work in 2002, right? Guys, I'm on some South Central to attack to, you know, right? Believe in a goaling era. Believe in a goaling constituency. And me not to lie, me lick out man, everybody. Not because to me a PNP. Because me a PNP, me live in a PNP era. But if PNP I go on with them, they compress me a lick out. And if JLP I go up, they compress me a lick out. Because
see what you stay. You know, the only side we on God's side and the people them side.
Thank you.
You see me? And we need the people. We say the people them. But not the people them can come out still. You know, them can come out. You know, but here what now? The government is forcing.
But hold on, my brother. Did you hear? There was a little thing in Jamaica the other day where them kill alleged gunman. They say the gunman was the right hand man of a politician. Did you saw that politician came out and telling people them say them can protest? The police can't stop them from protesting. Me had that video in my library, but me take it out of my library. Me can put it back in my library to show the people who they can protest as long as they're not blocking the road. A politician says so, you know. In my labor right, I mean, hear him, it's alleged that the right-hand man get murdered by the police. So him come out, come say, oh, look, can protest, just don't block the road. Get to the placard, blah, blah. So after that,
that's a Wheatley.
All right.
That's a Wheatley.
Andrew Wheatley.
Yeah, I think that.
So a precedence has been set there. And they were burning the road and doing a bunch of stuff in that setting, right? So if people come out, don't block the road, bear your placard, use your voice, and all these things. Police are supposed to be there. See, Andrew Wheatley said that right there, and his party's in power. He said, no police can do nothing. Me I put back that video in my library. Continue, my brother.
I make them try it now. I'm being here and see where we're going. But only thing we can tell us still, thank Carlos, here we're going now. One time, you see, when my boy did come, my umbrella, we call him Adolf and the Hitler. You see, when him did come in Germany in the 1930s, because him rise to power, see, like we say, Andrew do it, you know. Him rise to power, you know. Him going to the German army as a one little, we call it now, infantry. And in couple months, him get corporal. From corporal, him to you see like how the police get promoted, plus up, and one boy from constable to SSP and all them thing there. That Adolf did I do, and Adolf telling people them said parliamentary and them, you know. He will tell the people them said them are going to use crime and violence and remain in power. And that message that you here, him a deal with. You see me? Yes. Carlos, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you one thing now. Probably some people know and some people don't know. Do you know, say, you have a cars in somewhere in Jamaica, yeah, I drive up and down with some money night and shoot up some community. All right? You see, the driver for that car is a Caucasian lady. All right? You see, when I do some shooting in some community, the people them tell the police them and the police must search for the car. So when them find the car alone with the Caucasian with an illegal gun. No, what them use. When you hear about it? When you hear about that?
No, first news to me.
Well, me go tell you something. The police, you see the police, them will hold the woman in the car, try them catch her with the illegal gun. I wanted the police dog. You see me? And them necracy are going in our country. All right, remember, you know, the security minister, you know, after the cherry lane signal one, remember, so the security minister come talk, say, you know, the people have not to keep no 9 nights, they don't have no gathering, and find the man said that shit every minute. 3 are dead there, so 4 are dead there, so red. You see me?
Yes. Since the security minister come in, my brother, since the security minister took office, crime take off with wings.
So, I'll tell you, because you see the hombre there, me meet the hombre 2008, you know, the 12th of March, you know. Me meet the 12th of
You're talking about commissioner we're talking about. Commissioner, that's the new commissioner we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Since he come in the office, things get worse. So continue, my brother. Continue.
You see that talking there about? You see from me, see, them appoint him. From me, see them appoint him, right? As the new commissioner of police, me I look on him good. A Frankenstein that me I look on. I just couldn't have the board on my head side. I got to kill you that. You see me, but me I tell him, you see the security minister. meet him. We meet him 2008, right? Meet him 2000.
Frankenstein. You don't say, hold on, man. You don't say, I make me look at the man right now. Make you go on something.
Dr. Frankenstein. Dr. Frankenstein only the boat them at the end of the time. And you see as you attack, as Dr. Killier come in get the office, so the crime step up. It just step up under Anthony Anderson. But him put up the nuts on it. Guys, when him come in, appear 3 and 4 and 5 people are dead. You see me? And you see, the next thing I'm gonna like, some people tell about Jamaica have 3.8 million people. Jamaica we have 3.8 million people, and the whole of the people, some people are dead at daytime, and and for the year 1,000 odd. The next year 1,000 odd. So we still have 2 million odd people.
I know how we run out of overseas because the amount of their numbers of years are running over the border and them not check that. And them still are things that the people on the island. You understand what I say? Them numbers wrong.
Hey, one thing I can tell you still, Dan Carlos, you see, the border. The border help Jamaica some way. What kind of curb the crime liquor because enough for the crime producer most of them kind of get a break and run. So it's when them run, them community kind of go down on the level 5, but you have a new set now like the more competitor. You see me? But Dada, let me tell you something. This youth here, Andrew Wellness, this youth here, I tell you the truth star. So the man born 1972. The 22nd of November, the 22nd of July, 72. I mean, here the youth come say, him go left Jamaica as how him see it. See it? Him go left Jamaica as how him see it. And right now, to how me see Jamaica go on right now, the home of business, like it get legalized in the place. You see me? Murder. Then, all right, Dan Carlos, look on the youth them in the supermarket, something. With the police and with the gun and thing. And you dep alive, where attack was the officer right that because all them think that joke thing and this youth are bring it in. This youth,
yeah. You talk about brings money truck get robbed and supermarket, gas station, Coronation Market, Mickeldena Mall, anyway, shooting. Hold on there, brother. We have a piece bring in. Hold on there.
Nobody.
Please, I live with the fun. Please, I live with the fun. Please, officer, do your begging. Please, see, and do. Please, officer. Please, officer. Please, do. Please. No, please. Father God. No, officer, we're not good. Officer, man.
Nah, good. Officer, my brother, we are soldier and police officer. Please, we are good. Officer, that's a big fucking mistake.
You get accepted from the college.
Why is it? Officer, please.
I'm married to
officer, please. Get accepted from the
officer, we are not fooling. Please, officer.
Everything is locked up, officer.
Please,
my brother, you hear that?
Oh, me, I hear it, man. I'm see on the TV, but something them think they are history. This youth can say, him nah, go left Jamaica as how him come see it. He might tell about some law, he might tell about some law before him born, So the shit, he might come up with him the law, what kind of thing. And Dan Carlos, more know if Jamaica still have a gorilla general. A gorilla general or governor general? Which one?
Me don't know if a gorilla or gunman. You look at gorilla, we don't know why. We have some jungle somewhere lost or something, or swing past some whisk. Because you don't look at governor general or govern nothing, brother.
Yo, me not tell you lie still. The man have the last name we have in them, I feel same for use the last name there,
Jaja.
You see me? The gorilla general, I'm afraid for lose it, me use the last name because all them thing your neck is, all Mr. Man, we are going to Mr. Man, Oh, so much people can know that an individual is a rub up the country. You still defend the individual. You see the people still like some country where you could have J, you could have P, you could have C, and them thing there, and the government are going somewhere, and everybody just say, yo, you know, so, but them are people now, because, hey, and Carlos, me hear a man attack, you know, the person overheard a man attack, you know, I tell a man, say, why, man, I tell a lie, you know, so from Manchu, well, this coming up power, we lose 3 brother by gun, man, you know, and right now, I tell you the truth, you know, me hungry still, right, you know, what me only want to know is Andrew Holness, a prime minister, you know. I say, Jesus Christ, what a man. Yo, Dan Carlos, let me tell you something. You see, if getting loan some enough who know and read about, some people would know what's going on. Some people would know what's going on.
That's true.
You see me?
That is true.
And the lady, you see the lady with the Miss Calda from one organization.
Yes, man, from Jump.
Right.
Jeanette Calda.
Yeah, Miss Calda. Hey, you see more time. You see, when people come out the way, sometimes you say car accident or this accident and thing. The man, they might try to do it. This umbrella, you know, him decides how legacy my deal with, you know. Him want to be president. See? And understand. You see the lady where I'm calling you Marlene.
Yes.
Because if you notice it, she can't go in no Olympics, you know. Marlene can't go in no Olympics because she always run fourth. So you find you run fourth, you can't qualify. And you see what she are going. Do you know that that Marlene had a case? Do you know that Marlene had a case where she had tried to take away, allegedly, she had tried to take away her stepfather land. You know about that case, Carlos?
I'm aware of that. Quite aware of it.
All right. Then all the them people have never caught something there and them still can't get Mr. The lady with them calling him is Dal Crumper. Mr. I don't know her name. Miss Dal Crumper. You see me? All the hell. Mr. Man, I talk about say rare and then put him back free. And I lead yo, country gone, but one thing me I tell you, the party going to lose. But only thing him not going to give power so easy. Him not going to relinquish power so easy.
I said that from long time. I've said that from on this platform several times that brother, a bulldozer and you know and them thing there. I tell you. And him gonna bring Jamaica down to a low because him now have no shame. So Jamaica's already embarrassed down to the low already. He already dragged the office of the Prime Minister in a garbage heap or a river and dump. Him no business for drag it a little bit deeper.
But Dan Carlos, do. Me the want to say something still a Dan Carlos, but me know say they could put me in a trouble still, you know. Here we go on now. You see all the vibes you see Andrew come go on with. All the vibes. It's a done a plan. I don't want to cuss up expletive, you know. I don't want to put a plan already, you know. Because Mr. Man who was a leader for PNP, you are going to one race with 31 horse in a race, and next one are going with 32 horse in a race, right? And during those times, it was a pandemic time where me hear journalists ask the Crime Minister said, Mr. hashtag 28, do you have any interest in calling no election now? And he said, no, I don't have no election on my mind. No, I have the pandemic on my mind. And about a week after that, the man said about call election. No, sir, the money are really scammed you. Because the journalist asked him, you know, if I'm having an election for the mind. And the man said, no, because a pandemic time. And the next week or 2 weeks after, the man announced election. All right, the next man, you know, going with 31 horse in the race. And Andrew going with 32. And you end up with 14 and the man get up with 49. Or the shit you get 49. But let me tell you something. You see the first time I vote for JLP. The first time I vote for JLP at 2020, I hear them make me vote for JLP now. Them trick me. Because them go around around something as you have TRN, as long as you have TRN and certain things, Them put them some people send in a name because I never me apply for it, you know. And somebody put in my name because them some $10,000 run. You see, when time them put in my name, me get a text from my phone say me get approved. And thing because a whole lot of people go up there and them have to come back and them say them never get approved. But me did get the approval. When you go up there and see the line, and you say, Jesus Christ, some $10,000 that people are giving. But you have no. The one them, so the one them claim say, them kind of duns, because although them get through still, them kind of duns. So the people them were in the place where I give them the money. Some of them will take $200 out of them people the money. Some people get only $50 lose out of the money. Dan Carlos, and so me go get one of the $10,000 something, me get what $9,950. And never know say the money as long as me get the money in a vote.
What kind of money that was?
That was a care package. That was a care package before the election. Then there's some care package money we are giving.
Yes.
So we have to do, you have to apply online. You have to apply online. But to some people now, they know my info. Some people know my info, like all my daughter would know my info. She just put in a thing. So everybody would have got the 10 grand. Everybody had a plan for the 10 grand. And I know some most of them, the name them are going. I got make the man get 49 seats, you know. Yeah. Get 49 seats. That's the first time that I vote for JLP. I went and give me $10,000.
So as a JLP right now, you see, I'm glad you come talk and tell me the thing, my brother, and you're honest and you're straightforward. You're a Jamaican. You are Jamaican. You're a patriot. Let me tell you that. You are a real patriot. You're not JLP and not PNP. You're just a Jamaican. So now, the second term, right? The brother get more seat. As a labor right, I know no say boy, we give the man more seat. And he can do things and the PNP can't vote against it. How you feel? Sorry. I know me I get over a cold. How you feel that the man come in and don't do nothing with the majority having parliament more than 15 years, Radam, new transportation act come in, new gun crime act come in, nothing for the people, the PNP. Remember the PNP can't stop a vote for you, you know. Remember, if you want to do something for only the labor right? Remember, the PNP can't stop no vote. Why the man not going and do something? The people them, not something solid and meaningful. How did you feel about that, my brother? How you feel about that?
Why he do something when the people them done do something for him already? He never do nothing for the people. When the people them done do something for him already. You see me? Because even all the people them know to investigate the man. But I say what I'm calling him IC. You know? Because that's not AC, that's IC. I mean AI, sir. That's AI. What I'm calling the Integrity Commission.
Yes.
You know, so any man can do them thing there. I like world leaders are them thing there. Just because people are dry up for some illegal something, you want contest the court and Dan Carlos. Why did the court give him the vibes now for contest it? Why? It's because the youth were drinking for champagne. I treat me one big liar and I have him case too. I told the youth
that you never call and have him as a liar. I'm reading out him liar. Him never call up him. Him have about 4 or 5 liars. That he was not one of them.
Champagne at Bawana. But no, you the dangerous still, you know. You the dangerous, you know. All right, Dan Carlos, let me tell you something. You see which part I call it from right now. You see that Bruce. I'll do them to go out with the necklace down at the valley. When that Bruce coming up over 2007, you know. You see me? But you want to mix it up still. But what me I gonna try it for you still. In a when by my boy they get a 49, when my boy get a 49 seat, the 3rd of September 2020, me never vote, right? I never even a dream say the $10,000 will be going to collect up a third union. I dropped me up a vote for JLP. Jesus Christ, I was so ashamed.
So hold on it, my brother. You collect the money at Western Union?
Yeah, Western Union. Western Union paid.
Hold on. That was the big C money, man.
The killer pocket money.
Yeah. Hold on. How much you get out of it? Because me want to find out how much you get out of it. Because you're supposed to get $10,000 and you pay some taxes out of it where you guys shouldn't pay the taxes. Because a free money come. How much money you get? What I think?
$9,950. You see? But you see the individual in the Western Union place, if they look on you and say, you look like you're an idiot, they will take out $200 out of your money.
So, all right.
They will take $100 out of your money.
So, one at a time, me see the... One at a time, I see government come out and say them give $2 million. One at a time, I saw them come out in a writing, say they give about 2 million people money from Big C. Can it, so if it's them charge $50 a head and it's 2 million people, how much money do you think that is people in Calicut for poor people? Brother, may I take a next call? May I take a next call, my brother? You hear me?
Yeah, man.
It's nice talking
to you.
Yourself, you know? Yes. Yes, man. Bless yourself.
Family, you know. See?
Bless you, my brother.
Respect, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Thank you for the contribution, my brother. Enough love here. Yeah, man. Blessings.
I'll be not calling every listen. Bless
you, my brother. Bless you. Yeah, man. So, for all the people that try to call me in between the call, sometimes the calls have come in very interesting. They make it roll. And, you know.
Yeah.
Well, why Mr. Gray, say just call me a while ago. I call the people who call me and I couldn't answer them during this call. Go ahead.
Carlos, this is serious, you know. The prime is not serious. The prime is not serious problem, you know, brother. The prime minister in a serious. The prime minister does resign.
Mm-hmm.
If he does resign.
I say too.
The man, them a bill. The man, if he build 2 bedroom, the man, them a build 4. Or the prime minister want to control the whole of Jamaica. What the prime minister want to do? Control the whole of Jamaica.
Yeah, man. The man can ease 28 bank account come out and know this. Eh?
Why? Jaja.
The Batman. This is Batman.
This is
Never heard about this. No Labour prime minister ever be this. We never hear them a type of scandal coming from them. Right now, it make the Labour Party look like garbage. Mash
they kick him out. They kick him out. They must no. They must have a meeting, an emergency meeting by now tomorrow.
They not have no meeting. Them pan the dirty bus. Them not have no meeting. Them a wait pan him. Think say him a go win court case so they can get to keep them low too. The whole of them culpable.
Brother. The man have been 2 sons them mix up in a hit. Jesus Christ. Why? This is why. Why?
2 sons, what about your mother and your father? He can't get no sweeter than this, me say. He can't get no sweeter than if your mother and your father get mixed up. Name a call in a money aside from your account through your parents' account back to your account based on what the Integrity Commission have spit out. Bro.
But listen to me. The brother when named Brown that Andrew Wallace give the big job.
Yes.
He might take the IC court next week, you know.
Uh-huh. Yes. Can you imagine the Prime Minister and his business partner taking the IC to court, challenging the IC. Jamaican people.
And look when come mix up in now.
Me say, look here. Come here, my brother. Come here, talk all the time, you know. Off here, all the time. So, no, when you try to squeeze and disrespect the IC, we have your balls in them hand. They can't squeeze it tighter, you know. No, think about the Prime Minister arrogant and thing. You know, I mean, the IC look on whole heap of corruption. I'm thinking the IC could have gone even deeper upon the Prime Minister, right? And they probably look at stuff and say, boy, make the Prime Minister slide and that. At Jamaica, make him slide and that. But when the Prime Minister come out from the IC and a girl and have them a court, why wouldn't they deliver a report today with him on it? Can you imagine?
Not anymore. They must squeeze him tighter than a vice grip.
That man never busting balls, man. Balls and bust. Balls and bust people. No, man. The IP grab the Prime Minister balls and squeezing it. That's exactly what's going on.
The Prime Minister can't sleep tonight.
The balls are hurt him. Yo, the balls are hurt him. You're going to sleep. I see a squeezing balls, brother. And that's what I want right now. Tell you.
I make a comment on your life. I said to myself and I asked Jamaican people, how the Prime Minister find himself here? Carlos, how the Prime Minister find himself here, man? Zara Burton was on your trail. And you don't take heed. You don't back off. You don't say, you know what? This is it. You continue. You continue. Like you're Mr. Lord or you're God. You should have taken heed from Zaya Burton, man, 18 degrees north. You should have taken heed, Mr. Prime Minister.
Take heed. Man, see that.
Regardless of what. Carlos, this is embarrassing. This is dark days.
How did the Prime Minister get here, my brother? Till the Prime Minister come here after try to defend himself in a parliament. Just a second, listen to this.
It's alleged that I had omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and one of these accounts was incorrectly reported as a US dollar balance by a financial institution. These matters were cleared as the accounts in question, by my recollection, were dormant, previously reported, and the balance in them were around Jamaican $3,000 and 200 euros. Other accounts were identified and alleged to be belonging to me, but undeclared. Some of these accounts were opened by my parents as far back as 1975, and my name later added, probably while I was still a child. Many Jamaicans add their children to their accounts for survivorship reasons and in the event of emergencies. I have never claimed these as my assets, and I am satisfied that the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled that there was insufficient evidence to support claims that I intentionally omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and that there is greater evidence to support my explanation as opposed to evidence to the contrary.
Carlos.
Yes.
Play it back. Play it back.
I'll definitely play it back. I have a PNP counteraction to that also. To see if I'm alive.
It is alleged that I had omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and one of these accounts was incorrectly reported as a US dollar balance by a financial institution. These matters were cleared as the accounts in question, by my recollection, were dormant, previously reported, and the balance in them were around Jamaican $3,000 and 200 euros. Other accounts were identified and alleged to be belonging to me, but undeclared. Some of these accounts were opened by my parents as far back as 1975, and my name later added, probably while I was still a child.
Please. Some of these accounts were opened by... How many accounts of your parents open? Some. Because when I look at boy, I remember that they open account one or two. Some. You lying for your parents, Mr. Prime Minister?
That want to know because the PNP have a different explanation to
play PNP explanation.
What the Prime Minister said.
So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment?
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager, and another one. Now, it is important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Holness's attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Holness did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness. So in essence, he's saying Mr. Holness said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Holness being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
Brother, so what the Prime Minister said in a parliament, was he truthful?
No. No.
Brother, can you imagine, Mr. Jamaica country called like a kunumuno. Andrew Holness turned Jamaica in a local kunumuno, real kunumuno idiot country.
Take up your lazy ass. Take up your lazy ass. Go up there. You gotta make me pay first, you damn stupid.
Billy the one go on the earth, I know.
Song on Bonawe. Song Alibala. Oh, yeah. Song on Bonawe. Bonawe. Mobali Nanga. Kasongo, yeah. Mobali Nanga. Kasongo Bonawe. Song Alibala. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Gray, continue, my brother. Me don't know why I want to change that boy. You see?
I'm going to resign.
Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Andrew Holness.
I want you, man. This is about to resign. When that about shit.
Carlos.
For what?
Carlos.
For what?
May you reason over time. I'm going to resign.
For what? Why would he resign?
Then Carlos, if Mark Barnett step away from him post because he's in an investigation with the same crime where Andrew Holness commit. So why Andrew Holness is still there?
Yes, Andrew Holness would like to move nowhere, brother, because the dirty boss still support the Prime Minister. And once him have the dirty boss behind him.
Me feel somebody got jump ship.
I hope, well, I don't know why Chopper Jana cuss out Colonel Charles 2 daughters of them. I really don't know why, but Chopper Jana cuss them out.
Somebody will jump ship. Somebody will jump ship. This isn't what I want to can bear. To be honest.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
Well, we see it coming to trust them. Right, look here. All of them they on the gravy train. All of them are bet on the Prime Minister to beat the Integrity Commission in a court. So them can chew this and chew that. So they can get to keep them loot. But already the Integrity Commission already tell them say them can't do certain things. One of the main things is statutory declaration for certification, where the Integrity Commission come tell them say we cannot declare your
No, we cannot.
Integrity Commission said they can't go around, not Integrity Commission, the judge rather said that they cannot go around the Integrity Commission and the statutory declaration, bro. So you still have a problem with that, and that was one of the main reasons why I'm dragging to court.
Carlos, I'm going to resign.
Where? Me not see it in the brother.
Listen to me. You see the same thing happened to Bruce Golding? What happened to Andrew Holness? My first step down.
What a shame. What a shame.
No, honestly.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Me, I come from PNP background. Are you come from PNP background, Mr. Gray?
Yes.
At the first me ever asked him a question and me a bridging. And we talk all the time, don't we? Me ever asked you this question before?
Never.
All right. You come from PNP background, me I come from PNP background. All right. My brother. This brother right there, sir. Let me ask you, when Andrew Onis come in, how did you feel about Andrew Onis? Coming from a PNP background. How was the feeling when Andrew Onis come in and tell the lie?
Carlos, I give him a chance. You know hear me say? Me give him a chance.
All right. Same here. The man was convincing. So many lies. Like Mr. Gray. Can you imagine the man was sitting down and telling us stuff like this? Why would you believe the goddamn man with him, Andrew Onis, when he come tell me? Listen to this.
A government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More in this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3 year in office is tantamount to failure. He says little has been done to ease the financial burden Jamaicans are faced with. Making his budget presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices, a devalued currency, and high unemployment are just some of the failures of the Portia Simpson Miller government. To bring across his point, he returned with his favorite analogy, the food basket, demonstrating how spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage earner. He compared what a low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
This has no oxtail or curry goat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government and the facts of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get a tin. You get one tin of sardine. You can only get one tin of mackerel. This is the best demonstration of where the country has gone under the PNP.
Mr. Holness contends that a JLP government would do better at managing the economy. He says if the economy does not grow at a sustainable rate of at least 5%, then the IMF stipulations will become unbearable for nationals.
The IMF stipulation will become unbearable for national if the country not grow by 5%. People, must I tell you, say, look at the screen. The 5% growth in 4 years did not work, did not come true. So the IMF is going to become unbearable for nationals. You understand why we are suffering now? No, Dwight Gray on the phone, I come from PNP background, right? I come from PNP background. I supported Andrew Onis when I run in a 2016 against Portia. One different, the man attack right, the man attack the things them, right? And I honestly enough to tell you guys many times from Facebook, I tell you guys that there's no secret. When I tell you guys, say, a PNP me I come from, I'm going to support this man because I'm a country. And when I come a foreign, me come with that newfound energy where I'm neutral. You understand the people? So Mr. Gray there, so him do the same thing too. And it's disappointing. How you feel, my brother? Come in, look here. Me know you have family member where you talk to like my brother keyboard. We tell him say, yo, as coming from a PNP, yo, me neutral, you know. Me not support no specific side, you know. And me reason why me support Andrew Onis over Portia Miller is not because of a handout or $5,000 and a box lunch. You see, it's nothing like that. You understand me? So when we talk to my brother, I'm tell him about me about him and tell him Andrew Onis are going. He beat me. I don't know if you have the same problem too. When they call the family and say, boy, oh, this man go and say, well, boy, I didn't even tell me this and that about that them and there. So you come back to me right now. Me have that problem with my brothers.
Carlos, I want to ask you a question.
Talk to me.
Do you feel the Prime Minister have done something wrong to someone who he shouldn't have, and this is the outcome?
Me know somebody put that comment for our platform say I want to be Prime Minister shit in that church. Somebody put that in the comment section.
That's Christ.
That shit in a church. What? That's so sad, bro. Me, I tell you.
Listen to me. I'm talk to you.
Yeah.
Half here and here. You see them high water where the man lick down the people, them house, Carlos.
Monument.
You see them Carlos, you see them monument, Carlos, you see them tears, eh?
Monument.
Don't move monument. Carlos. But me tell you, me tell you, say, you see high water? One time, me and my mother, me ring with my mother say, boy, if you ever, me ball and put my head up to nice. Me say, mommy, don't. Carlos, you see tears? You see monument?
Yeah. Tears.
Something right.
And this man of it, look at now. Look here. Me say, let me tell you what I go on here. You see, when you hand in a lion mouth, Mr. Gray, don't you take your time and pull it out?
Of course.
A chaka government. Don't say him get locked up in a vice grip card. Even though him not got jail, you know. That 28 bank account now. If you know. That 28 bank account now. The Integrity Commission doing bad enough.
They cook him.
They cook him.
Yeah, man.
Since the report come out again, I take this commission count near another. And nearly like cough again. Brother. Now think about that. Eh? You chat out about shit about Integrity Commission and they come and nail another. Put another nail in a cough again tonight. You and your friend. You and your friend.
He might go resign. He's going to.
This man put his friend in business partner in a busy with him. And it
I believe
in a government.
I know one tomorrow. You're going to have an emergency meeting.
You think so?
Of course.
I hope so. But there's no bottom when it comes to the right party, so I don't expect anything better.
International partners are watching, and Carlos, this is devastating. This is not. Come on, bro.
Integrity Commission. All right. Did that day when they talk about say the Prime Minister won round one? Jesus.
Yes.
Hey, you see what happened? You see what happened? The Integrity Commission show who are the boss. You know the integrity. Get. You know, a long time, you know, say Integrity Commission have, you know, say them have more, they could have go deeper. Bro, you know, say they could have go deeper for over there.
They have a lot more.
You know, say they can go deeper for over there. They have them in bars in them hand and must squeeze it tighter based on the report that come out today.
The next report that come out of your wife.
My Jesus. The wife? I two report come out today, and I'll focus on one of them. So, what is the other one? So, we don't get that yet. Me see them table, but
yes, some corruption in Westmoreland. There's some parish council. A lot of things, money can, Lord God, but
me never get a chance to look at that because since me see this one come out, me just start with thumbnail and all that, and me just
you will get all the information on it.
Oh, by tomorrow, everything they road like a dirty water.
Hot topic.
My God.
The Prime Minister will step down.
Again?
I'm telling you that. He can't see it tonight.
You think say the people
cannot.
You think say the dirty boss are gonna really come with?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's more I believe in my virgin. More I believe in.
On your live tonight, Mr. Believe me, man. Enough is enough for the Prime Minister.
And what about corruption, this is gentle people? The man and the business partner to pack up and go away. The man and the business partner build illegal construction in Jamaica and the man go tear down people's house. You can't make that up.
Jesus Christ. What?
Eh?
They said the Prime Minister, so somebody fix him.
They say, the believe say shit in a church.
Somebody fix him. Somebody fix him, Carlos.
No, we say, something wrong, man.
Yeah, man.
No.
Then fix him.
Me tell you, say, yo, my brother, a long time. I tell you, say, Galabaka, Obe man for the money, you know. Galabaka, Obe man for the money, it not gonna work. Nothing at all. Sing a Sankey, light a candle, and find your way back home. Not now gonna work. Galabaka, Obe man for the money. Me don't know what I do, you know.
Yeah, but you notice from the lady they go at the church that got the poke in with the green candle and the water fruits, everything gone bad.
Mighty God, where's the one the green candle fruits?
Yeah, serious with the fruits and the green candle and a jump, everything gone bad from there.
Yes.
You don't know what she could do.
And a liar tell you, and a liar tell at all. Promises, ritual, everything went downhill.
Yes.
Me I wonder because, my brother, based on stories when I do and when I read, me understand say they not pay contractors, funeral home directors, they not pay nutri product makers, they not pay companies that make nutri school uniform, they not pay garbage, pick up people, they not pay contractors who work in the hospital where fix equipment and supply the hospital. So me no believe say they pay the other money die now. Oh, if Obama not pay, you're not going to turn back everything. What you do?
Yes, I believe that's a problem.
Eh? Me say,
Obama nothing good. Obama nothing good for money or stop.
How come Obama not get paid for not pay nobody? He does not pay nobody. That's MO. Yes. Right. Obama is in the line of not paying bills. So you believe so? Wow. Them people, yeah. Or something else, gentle people.
It's serious, but this is not good. This is not good for the country. Regardless of who Prime Minister see me, or our Prime Minister, this not look good. This not look good. No. We never said it's not history. Buster man, every one of the Prime Minister them, this never happened yet. This never happened to a Prime Minister. The youngest Prime Minister what we have.
You believe in your Antoinus. Me one of them I believe in you say I come make a difference. My brother. But the promise we promise. Me get you understand, say my brother, and nothing but lies. And I will support you with 2 ghost page. I come on social media. No ghost page right now. You hear my voice, you know my name, you know who I am. I beat out the grass cat out of you because I supported you. This is one of the lies you tell me, Mr. Honest. Make me support you.
The things that I know affecting whole heap of people in Jamaica is the high electricity bill. When the PNP come into power, them say them going to bring down electricity costs. What has happened since? Electricity costs keep rising. They promised that by 2016 they would have made the JPS more efficient with more efficient plants. That's not going to happen till another 2 years. And before you know it, it will be another 3 or 4 years before them actually do it. The Labour Party will make sure that we put in place more efficient electricity generated plants to bring down the cost of electricity to you. I don't like to make promise. I make commitment. And under the Labour Party government, we are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big power plants. We are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big energy companies that can put the money in here to build the plants to give you cheaper and better electricity.
Mr. Agree, what do you think about all that promise?
Carlos, if you listen to all the man talk, he's a con man. If you listen to all the man talk, he's a con man. Even when he let only people in the house and he go back over the next day.
Don't.
And he's a con man.
Jaja.
Why? You never know. I'm going to ask you a question. What happened to the GG? What happened to the Governor General? Oh, him so silent, Carlos. Did that he say he can't walk from downstairs go upstairs, then give elevator in their house?
Yeah, elevator in their house, people. Millions. Poor people. Poor people have millions of dollars for elevator.
The man saying can't walk from downstairs to go, then give him elevator in their house. And my God, the man silent for everything that's going on here.
You know, we're going to turn on a fire upon the GG now. Yeah, we're going to turn on a fire upon him. No, because think about everybody that get beaten and nobody now beat him. You know what? No, we're going to start set my thumbnail for tomorrow for beat out him grass cat. Him need beaten too.
Of course. Once a silent Carlos, this is the Prime Minister, Carlos. The Governor General is the Governor General. When I was a little boy growing up, I was about the Governor General. I'm about soldier. Them two, they stand out. And now, my God, the soldier water down to not even water, not even gravy. Nothing left for that soldier. Nobody no respect soldier anymore.
Must I tell you, the soldier turn thief? A common thief?
Turn thief. Jesus, the man in water out the soldier. Carlos, love your program, bro.
Thank you, my brother.
You fight the fight. And you fight now going in vain, man. You see the light of the tunnel is coming. It's closer. Jamaica is going to be a better place under you guys, man. Because you guys are fighting for a cause.
But that's why the people to get highlighted about Wagwan in the
getting it, man. Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. It'll come.
It'll come.
People might wake up.
People might wake up, man.
Yeah, they might find out who in them car. We I do this for a cause, people. Not because nobody pay me. I swear. No PNP don't even give me a bottle of water. PNP don't know me how me live. Labor don't know how me live, people. I'm doing this for my country. Many times people say, Carlos, you're afraid them kill you. Left that man live a life and blah, blah. But me just still stick to it for years now.
Yeah, man.
And I'm getting better at it, people. Am I not?
You've been covered, man. You've been covered under the blood, man. Nobody trouble you, man.
Trust me.
Listen to me. You know one, man.
Yeah. No,
I thought you see God sent up for a reason, man.
Can you imagine? Yo.
I had to do the work, and the work a pay off because people are listening now and people understand what's going on. Before you guys, nothing. Because mainstream media highlight nothing. Mainstream media them get paid not to talk. But time has come where you guys, hey, without time, listen to me. It's gonna be a time for everything. I mean, I tell you, it's gonna be a time will come where you guys get the first news. Not no TVJ and mark my word. It's gonna cause you guys are carrying the news. They're carrying headlines and what they want to bring. You guys carry every single thing that people want to hear. It's gonna come a time where nobody now listen to them anymore, Carlos. Mark my word.
Jaja.
Are you guys listen? Me say it. Me no hobby man, but me can see things far. Me tell you the Prime Minister gonna resign. Mark my word. Me can see things. And me say it come a time.
We're saying no hobby man, but you can see things too.
Yes.
All right, people. We have a next man that's a one hobby man, but you can see things too. So he might tell him see. So the Prime Minister gonna resign under pressure and disgrace.
Yes.
So let's see that, my brother. Can we have this conversation half here? You know, we talk every day pretty much we talk.
Yes, sir.
Several times.
Respect, bro.
Man, I respect my brother. Mr. Agree. Bless up yourself and the family. Yeah?
Out of love, man.
Every time, brother. Respect. I'm out. People want to think about that. Yeah. Good conversation with my brethren. We know some whole call coming since, but when you know it go, me like for me to get a comfortable feel and get comfortable and start spit out the thing. When you know my platform. You understand me? So Sandra called me back in about me busy. I talk to Mr. Gray. So me never get Sandra. But if you could have called me back right now, me not take her call or some other time. However, people, on this platform, I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, people. If it is the first time on this platform, and you like my work, please go ahead and subscribe to my platform. Make this platform your home. As usual, I am a student in your guys' class. Please make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If at first time on this platform, go ahead, subscribe, people. Give it some love. Give it a thumbs up, people. We put in work in our work before we even come to work. I want you to understand. It takes work to come out here to get the knowledge, to come out here and tell you guys every day. Even if I don't read anything, I can do a full video without even reading anything based on the knowledge me already have in my head, based on reading and researching. You understand me? Anyway, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everyone else. Even the silent listeners, even the labor right there will watch me and they might bite off the one of them fingernail right now. When the fingernail they show me. But now I have no more fingernail left. I greatly appreciate you just for being here watching my video. Anyway, thank you. My name is Jamaican Carlos. People, I'm out. I love all of you guys. Man, as I respect totally.
This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget? This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget?
Grovetown Primary and Infant School, effects of Storm Raphael. We are here, we are sweeping out the water from the classrooms. The students are online because all the classrooms have water, so we are sweeping the water out of the classrooms. The teachers are here helping along with the ancillary workers. This is our dining area and also a classroom, completely underwater. This is the tuck shop area. There's water on the floor. Because of the roof, all the roof is leaking. By the infant department, the decking is leaking. So one classroom, as you saw in the previous video.
I couldn't leave this stage without saying to you that corruption is not an issue that occupies the front of my mind. I couldn't leave here today and say to you that we still need to tighten up on the new anti-corruption systems and framework that is in place. In a sense, if you were to compare Jamaica to all the other countries in the Caribbean, our framework for anti-corruption would be the most advanced. It is not for want of putting in the legislative and institutional processes. They are there. But you have to bear in mind that we are also very new on the scale of dealing with anti-corruption issues. So there is a learning curve that we are going through. What is important is that the government supports the development of the institution so it can accelerate very quickly on that learning curve and provide the resources so that they can move very quickly on the learning curve, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs. You have a voters list in Olympic Gardens of over 30,000 people. How many of them you think are criminals? Answer me. Give me a number. How many you think of them are murderers involved in murder? I can tell you that it is not more than 20. All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation. Everything that they do must lead towards economic growth and job creation. Failure to achieve those specific targets within the time period are consequential. And then secondly, they will get a 90-day target. In other words, we want to be able to give a report card on the first 100 days of achievements. So they will get a 90-day target that they must achieve, and these are what we call the low-hanging changes that can be made within the first 90 days. And all of that is aligned to our manifesto.
Break for those employees earning up to $1.5 million annually.
The Jamaica Labour Party will remove income tax from the salaries of approximately 118,000 workers. This includes most teachers, nurses, security forces, and many public and private sector workers. You could take home as much as $18,000 more on your pay per month.
But on assuming office, the JLP found out that there were scarce resources to finance its election promise. There was no gas tax as the party had hoped, and as such, the April 1 deadline for implementation of the tax policy was never met. But the party shrugged that off, and Finance Minister Audley Shaw made this announcement when he opened the budget debate on May 12.
And so when we presented our 10-point plan, which included 1.5, this was not just a political gimmick, it wasn't at all. It was something that was well grounded in research into the situation, the feeling, the suffering of the people.
A government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More in this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3-year in office is tantamount to failure. He says little has been done to ease the financial burden Jamaicans are faced with. Making his budget presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices, a devalued currency, and high unemployment are just some of the failures of the Portia Simpson Miller government. To bring across his point, he returned with his favorite analogy, the food basket, demonstrating how spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage earner. He compared what a low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
This has no oxtail or curry goat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government on the backs of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get that tin. You get one tin of sardine. You can only get one tin of mackerel. This is the best demonstration of where the country has gone under the TNC.
Mr. Holness contends that a JLP government would do better at managing the economy. He says if the economy does not grow at a sustainable rate of at least 5%, then the IMF stipulations will become unbearable for nationals.
The things that I know affecting whole heap of people in Jamaica is the high electricity bill. When the PNP come into power, them say them going to bring down electricity costs. What has happened to it? Electricity costs keep rising. They promise that by 2016 they would have made the JPS more efficient with more efficient plants. That's not going to happen till another 2 years. And before you know it, it will be another 3 or 4 years before them actually do it. The Labour Party will make sure that we put in place more efficient electricity generated plants to bring down the cost of electricity to you. I don't like to make promise. I make commitment. And under the Labour Party government, we are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big power plants. We are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big energy companies that can put the money in here to build the plants to give you cheaper and better electricity. That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit, never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
Not good news. So, the growth we have been having has come to an end. It is now decline. That's where we're into now. And as you heard from Dr. Henry there, for calendar year 2024, we are going to end the year poorer than how we started it, collectively in terms of our output of goods and services. Not good. And therefore, making the connection, the Prime Minister would have been aware of this. He would have been aware of this, or ought to have been aware of this. Hence, what we heard from him on Tuesday, because he would have known that, listen, the economy has stopped growing. It is now declining. Hence, what he told.
Oh yeah. Songo mbona wewe. Mbona wewe. Mbali nanga Kasongo yeah. Mbali nanga. Kasongo mbona wewe. Songa libala. Oh yeah. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't pull me again. What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Go be money, miss we eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, them money, waste my must have man to start you. Say we like a cash you, but they got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above end up him, I got to too much. It in the kitchen, some of my well like a part two. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you. It burn me 300% free. It burn me garbage pile up the day. It burn me give the teacher them raise. It burn me I see corruption face. It burn me mash down the people them house. It burn me every day appear arms out. It burn me appear money them a thief. It burn me and them a sell out the beach. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.